Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, hold on a second here. What's up, Lord Kev? Haymaker, I see you. Can't stay. Hello and goodbye, Haymaker. Thank you for stopping in. Hold on. Let me get to this here. I got to get this kind of set up as well. I mean, I got everything set up. Just got to move the camera back in position. We got a lot of cards to open. And looks like nobody wants to join us. That's okay. That's okay. We'll do it alone, Lord K, if we have to. We'll see some people pop in here, I'm sure. Got a lot to open, so we'll give people a few minutes here. While we're doing that, let me switch over. Now, I could do it. Let me ask you this, Kev, since you're the primary viewer right now. Should I go with the standard gaming setup where we have the camera? Hold on, let me get this moved here again. Let me get this fixed here. I'm going to kind of get this out of the way so I can talk and still see, and raise this camera up a bit. So let me kind of get this set up here. I got my top loaders. We got lots of cards to open. I've been waiting to open these. Should I do it this way? So we got the like the regular gaming screen, right? So we got this where we have we got here. So here's a collector's pack, for example, right? So something like that. I'll put that right there so I can open them here and get that focused. Or should I go with the, you know, what we did before, where it's basically the same. It's just in the little cute window. So, which do we prefer here? I'm going to get this zoomed up. Yeah, exactly. That's right. What's up, Diane Harris? There she is. We were just talking there, Diane. Hold on. Let me raise this up a little bit here. See, I have to deal with the camera, and there we go. Let's get that. Let's get that there, and hopefully that's clean enough. So, which do you prefer? The second one. This one looks better for sure. It definitely looks better. So hopefully this camera has no problem. I'll have to, you know, zoom them in and out. But we have a few Marvel Collector's boosters this evening. Just a couple of those left over. I have a couple Pokemon things. So I've had these for a while. Chaos Rising and a 10 here. I don't really know the good stuff in the Pokemon stuff, but just a couple of those, a few packs. We'll open those as well. But the main stuff is the Hobbit. We have, just give me a second here. We got a lot. Now, I've already opened some Hobbit stuff, but I got them just piled up here. So I got this little thing down here. So I'll put these back. So anyway, we have, now you can't see this in full. We got the full play booster, right? We got the full 30-pack play booster. I'll have to zoom that out a little bit. So we got that. Let me do this. We have the Draft Night bundle. This is for Draft Night. These have mostly just regular play boosters, but they got a little bit of, I think, some different lands, I believe. I've already opened some of these, by the way, just not on stream. So we'll open the Draft Night. We have the Hobbit bundle, the regular extra bundle. The reason I got this is because they have the collector's boxes that you keep your decks in if you want to. And I've collected all of these. So we got the regular Hobbit bundle there. Uh-oh, Diane. Yeah, we had one earlier too. So anyway, we got the bundle there. And that will have our little box in there. And then we have two scene boxes. Now, you can't see all these. These are the Smaug scene boxes, Treasures of Smaug. There we go. And we also have the scene box for Crack the Plates. This will be the Unexpected Party. Now these will have the guaranteed, they have 3 play boosters each, and then the guaranteed foil scene cards. So we'll crack those open too. And last but not least, we will save this for last, the Hobbit Collector Booster. Now, these are fucking expensive. And I got lucky and able to get a couple of them. I opened one already. So we'll open those as well last. We'll save that for last. So I think we'll just start with Pokemon. And then we'll do the regular kind of collector, not collectors, the regular non-collector stuff. Excuse me. And then we will do the collector's boosters for Marvel superheroes. Hopefully we can pull a Mind Stone from this. That would be badass. Or, you know, the Cosmic Mind Stone would be even better, obviously. But we're looking for the Thanos Mind Stone and those, just a few of those left over. And then we'll start with this. So we'll Chaos Rising, and I don't know even what this is, this 10 here. And I think I got some glasses here because I can't read. I can't see anymore. I'm old. And so let me see how these look. Let me see how these look here. Oh, shit. I can see, yeah, that works better for the cards, for sure. I can't see the screen good with that, though. So I'm going to have to, or, I mean, I can just look at the screen and see the cards. Anyway, so we'll wait a couple more minutes here. How many people's in here? About 7. So that's the lowest we've ever had on YouTube. So we'll wait a couple minutes and we'll open those. Been having fun, though, with the Magic the Gathering, learning the game, actually. So that's really cool. I need to pull up a website here, though. I don't know the big chase cards here for Pokemon. So Pokemon, Chaos Rising, chase cards. And I can look these up on TCG Player as well. So I'll pull that up so I can kind of check some prices. We'll take our time here. We got a lot of cards to go through, obviously. So I'll check a few of them. So I'll pull that up as well. And looks like in Pokemon Chaos Rising, I don't really collect a lot of Pokemon. I have a few. I like some, like Charizard. And we got a lot of Pikachus. Jan has a lot of the Pikachus, actually. Not any major huge ones, but yeah, no, Diane, I think that would be fun for sure. Oops, I keep moving my camera. But again, that would be difficult to do. Hold on a second. I got my headphones wrapped around my thing. Hold on. Okay, sorry. What's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to start with some Pokemon stuff. Let me turn off this music here. And I will look over. Let's open that up. Let's pause this garbage music. And now, I guess we're going to do it this way since this looks better. It does look better, but it's also not quite as big on the screen. So, again, Lord Kev, whoever will chime in, this screen, which I would prefer this screen if I can get this camera maybe zoomed out a little bit. Let me raise it up a little bit more. I know you'll be able to see it right there, poking, but this is not tight. That way I can raise them up if I need to and get that there. And my mouse pad is pretty, it looks so dirty on there. I can't really see that until you get a camera on it, but that way you have a little more room to see the packs. There you go. And I can raise them up if I need to. I can move this one over. Oh, 1 second here. That's the... one second. Let me get the little camera, the card cam as I call it here. A little bit bigger there. I'll have to try to keep those. I'm trying to... If I center them there, I got to move this over here. So hold on a second, y'all. Uno momento, por favor. I'm trying to make that bigger on like TikTok. There we go. So if I keep those right there, something like that. So that may be a little bit of an issue there. I'm trying to make sure I can get this. Oh, I see what I did. Hold on. I see what I did. There we go. I can pull this down. I'm trying to fix that for like TikTok or whatever. There we go. Now, make that a little better there. Okay. No, wait. What is that? All right, something like that. Something like that. Okay. So we'll save those. And we'll start with this tin. Let me open this tin up. I don't really know what's in here. But I do have the, because I don't really do a lot of Pokemon stuff, so I don't really know. But here's the big chase cards in Chaos Rising. Xerneas, looks like Froakie, Mega Greninja EX, Roxy's Performance Special Illustration, Tranquility, Mega Floette, I guess. I don't know what that says. Mega Dragolge, Syncano, I guess it is. Mega Greninja EX, that's a golden. That's nice. That's pretty badass. And then Mega Greninja EX, another one, Special Illustration Rare. So there's a few of the big cards there. So we've got to at least have some names in our head. And who knows? I really don't. All right, so let's get this cracked first. And then we'll jump to the Magic stuff. I don't really, like I said, I love that. And now that I'm learning the game, by the way, I do have a better appreciation for, like, Magic cards. I've been collecting those for a while, and I love them. I love the artwork and all that. But now, and I knew what they meant. Like, I knew, like, the mana cost and all that stuff. But now that I've been playing, I have a lot better understanding, I guess a better appreciation. Let's crack this 10 here. I've never had a Pokemon 10 ever in my life. But we have, Destiny Rivals. Okay, so we got Rivals in here. All right, two Rivals packs. Two of those, and then a Journey Together, and then it comes with a Darkrai. Let me open that up there. Let me get that out of this little, this is like the guarantee. Oops, and I dropped it, of course. I dropped it. Let me get that. Hold on. All right, not damaged. I don't think there's anything major there. We got a couple guaranteed cards here. Let's see what those are, and then I'll just put those back in there in a second. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So this is the first. This is the one's guaranteed again. Spirit Tomb. So I'll have to let me fix this before we get started. That way we know exactly where I need to put that. There we go. I can raise them up here. That's just the little token there for, I guess, their online. Spirit Tomb. Sableye. Those are pretty, though. And, oops, there was the Darkrai. Dark Slumber. Those are pretty cards. I don't know if they're worth a damn. I have no idea. But those are nice. Those are pretty. So, all right. So there's those. I'll just put those back in the tin for now. And then let me get those in just back in there. And now open the packs here. So Destiny Rival, so Journey Together. So these are and I grabbed these, by the way, just in my local, like I was in Dollar General grabbing whatever. And if I see any actual sealed product, I'll grab a 10 every once in a while because I know that they get gone. And anything sealed, I'll grab if it's cheap. But because people just grab them and okay, Josh. So Josh is our resident expert. Good. I'm glad you're here, Josh. We just have a few more Pokemon. I do have a box of Chaos Rising. We're going to open those. And then I'll go ahead and open these, and then we'll get to all the Magic stuff. So, Josh, I told Kev and them earlier, I have so many cards over here to open, dude. We have 3, again, just to recap real quick, 3 Superheroes Boosters packs for Marvel Superheroes Magic. and all the Hobbit stuff, like literally everything here. I have one of everything. One draft night, one bundle, 2 scene cards, 1 regular booster box of 30 packs, and the collector booster. So let's open, I guess. Let's do this journey together. You tell me what we got, Josh, because I have no idea. No clue. So we'll get this Pokemon stuff out of the way. And let's see what we got here. All right, I got to kind of look at the screen to see where I'm at here. I'm just going to toss. Now, I don't remember opening Pokemon cards, but here we go. Let's see if I can get this in the right position here. Larvitar. I'll tell you what, let me put on my glasses so I don't have to keep staring at the screen. And I'll have to look over that. So tell me, Josh and anybody in there. Okay. Remoraid. Trying to keep these kind of level with the camera. There we go. Remoraid. Carablast. Is that Kecleon, I guess it is. Let me get it up here a little bit more. There we go. Mardicus. Toadscruel. Oops. Dermanian, I guess it is. Lotad. Water Gun. Ain't that cute? Cutie Fly. That's cute. Hold Still. That's a fucking mosquito. That's what that is. And there we go. Mimikyu EX. Okay, that's not bad, is it? Well, that Mimikyu is nice. Then we got our basic energy there. Mimikyu. Okay, that's got to be the hit there, right? That is the double rarity. That's got to be the big hit there, right? Mimikyu EX. I mean, now I'm not saying like a big hit. I'm saying for the pack, right? Nice. Got the Star Hollow. Very nice, very nice. Destiny Rivals had badass, right? Let's see. All the current Pokemon has the chase card already at the back of the pack. You don't have to rearrange. Yeah, I got you. So I'll look up that Mimikyu there. I'm just going to put that over there. All right, so we got 2 Destiny's Rival. Let's we'll try to keep that out of frame so nothing doesn't get focused on the wrong shit, because this is not the best camera for cards. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here in Destiny Rival. All right. And again, hopefully, I'm trying to keep this in the right spot there. And I can brighten that if it helps with the light a little bit. Okay. Purloin, Mareep, Slugma, Yanma, Mimikyu again. There's Team Rocket's Mimikyu. We just got the EX version. Cynthia's Power Weight. Team Rocket's Muck. Ethan's Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo and Pichu. There we go. Pichu. That's got to be like Pikachu's brother. There we go. Nidoking EX. I've seen him before. And then we got our basic energy. Is it Nido or Nido? I guess it's Nidoking if it's Japanese. I've had him before in another version. Nidoking EX. So I'll look him up too. We'll keep him over there. I'm sure that's the main card there. Not bad, not bad. Okay, yeah, we'll see. I'll look him up here later. Because, like I said, I'm more excited about the Magic stuff, obviously. But I do like a few Pokemon there. I have a few. I should have brought some collections and stuff in here. We'll do that one day. We'll show off some of my cards and comics. All right, last pack here for, get that focused. I can get that focused there. There we go. All right. Skywobbit, Lapras, Printape, Dipplin, Granite Cave, Liepard, I guess it is. Golbat, that's kind of cool. Rattata, I know that. I know him. I recognize him. I'm a 90s baby, so Pokemon was much. Yeah. And I was a little too old, so I knew about it, and I thought it was kind of cool later on, especially with the game. But I know that one. Blaziken, I've had that one before. So Blaziken there. Hollow. I'm assuming. I do know those two, and I've had another Blaziken before, and then the Energy. So I'll look that up as well. I'm just going to pile those up to look over there. The other ones we'll just keep together. All right. Well, there's the 10. So not bad. And then we'll look those up. I don't know. I'm sure we got maybe a couple dollars cards there. Let me just set all this over here to the side. I got so many cards. But first, let's do Chaos Rising. And let's see what we got here. So we got the Chaos Rising. I just grabbed this a while back. I've had it for like a month or more. So let me just open that up there. And we'll crack these open. I've just been waiting to open all these cards, man. And really looking forward to the Hobbit stuff. I've opened Hobbit stuff already, but I saved another whole set just to stream it. All right, there's the plastic there. Yeah, no, I can imagine. I know how it is. That's the way I am with, and I knew of Magic at the time, too. But they're Chaos Rising. Okay, we got the little, what is it, 6 packs, I think? 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We got 6 packs. Chaos. Keep that box over there. All right, very nice. Let's open these 6. And I'll kind of fly through these. We got plenty of time. We'll take our time. We got a lot of cards, though, so. Lots of cards, and I look forward to the Magic stuff, obviously. But let's see if we can get some big. So what's the big pulls here, Josh? I pulled it up there, and I saw it looks like the main guy. This set is couple Mega Greninja. Greninja's like the big dude, right? Okay. Now, let's see if, did I already break my glasses? I just got these today. I think they're already broke. All right. Here we go. Make sure that's focused for you guys. And move my hands up. Okay. Donphin, Planum, Trubbish, Litleo, Deoxys, Special Red Card, Trainer. Okay. Abalug, Metagross. There's our hollows now. We're calling them not foil. They're foil. They're not foils. There's foils in Magic. They're hollows in Pokemon. Deoxys hollow. Nitro and Energy Special Energy. Okay. Is that something? I know some of these energy cards are actually worth some money. What's up, Julie? How you doing? I'll try to come back later, but I have to get my kid. Okay. We'll be here, Julie. We got a lot of cards to open. We're just going to open a few Pokemon. So there we go. Nitro and Energy. I've never seen that, but it says say Special Energy, so I don't really know what that means other than the basics. So there's our first one. I don't know, Josh. What do you think about that one? Does that mean anything? Greninja variants are most of the chases in KO. Okay. Yes, this is what it looks like to me. I pulled up the top 10 just to see. And there we go. All righty. All right. Let me see if I can angle. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can angle this just a little bit. I'm going to angle that a little bit more, move it, to see if I can get that out the way. Not have to worry about the angle so much. There, that should help a little bit. You guys can see that too. I'll move over here a little bit. Okay. Gumi. Actually, I'll tell you what, let me fix this a little bit there. Hold on. I want to be able to not be, okay, 1 second here. Move that back just a hair. There we go. So I'm going to have to, there we go. That's more comfortable for me. Okay. Gumi. Phantump. Froakie. Stunky. Deoxys again. Adversity Policy. Tauros. Sliggoo in the hollow. Special Red Card again, hollow. Trevenant. Hollow. And Basic Energy. So Trevenant, is that the card there? That's the Black Star Rare. Trevenant. Okay. I don't know. Don't think that's a good one. Josh, do you still collect Pokemon or Magic or anything? I know a few guys. We did a few of these openings online, and I know a few people in here collected Magic specifically. All right, here we go. Get that focus there. All right. Wimpod. Huckaboo. Zubat. I remember Zubat. Weedle. Policy. Sudowoodo. Flete. Trubbish. Trubbish Hollow. Acid Spray. Very nice. Deflox. That's cool looking. Flaring Magic ability. Ooh, Crocodile EX. I remember Crocodile and Basic Energy. I don't know if that's got the Star Hollow there. That's nice. That's pretty card. Crocodile. I'll look him up and see. Actually, I tell you what, that last one. Let me put up the 1 second. There we go. I was just going to put that over there to look it up for later. All right. Got back into it in 2016 when my kids started showing interest, and I've been hooked ever since. Yeah, I know how it is, man. I'll tell you, cards and comics, you know, it's really kind of, if you think about it, it's like, it's just a fucking piece of paper, man. It's like, it's cardboard, right? You're collecting cardboard. But it takes you back to your childhood, and it's so fucking cool, man. And I've been playing Magic, and like I said, I streamed, Kev knows, I was streaming. I really had fun streaming the other night because I really got into Magic the game. I'm learning to play it finally after all these years. I never learned to play it even when I was younger. And now that I'm learning to play it, I like it even more from a collector standpoint. So, all right, let that focus. So it's really cool to play it. Dunfin, Braxian, Skrill, and Deoxys again. Lots of Deoxys. Tome, Transformation Tome. Chespin, Hollow. Very nice. Quillfish. Queefish. Oh, no, it is Quillfish. Deflox again. Delphox, Flaring Magic, and Basic Energy. All right. I'll look those up. And I'll go back to them. By the way, any of these cards that I'm not going to keep in my personal collection, they'll all be on my eBay store. I got to list so many cards. I got thousands to list. I mean, literally thousands. So, and that includes all the Hobbit stuff that's doubles, because I'm going to collect the whole set for Hobbit. So, all right, let that focus there. All right. Braxian, Froakie, Ferroseed, Watchdog, Delibird, Felipe, Golisopod, I guess it is, Zubat. There's Zubat, the hollow version there. Let me move up a little bit. Weedle, hollow. Goodra. There's the Goodra, not just a single rarity, single star rarity. All right, leave that over there. Okay, and the last pack of Pokemon for the night. Yeah, it was very cool, Kev. And I've been playing. I played a little bit more last night, and I play on my phone before I go to bed. I have to put on my glasses, and it's hard to see on your phone. But you can play the exact same Magic Arena on your phone with the app, and it's really cool. But yeah, I'm really having fun with it. So we'll definitely stream that tomorrow night on Twitch. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Last Pokemon pack for tonight. Chespin, Patrat, Trubbish, Parathorn, Claydol, Deoxys again, Flaffy, Hollow, Litleo, Roxy's Performance. Now that's a good one. I just saw her, and then Basic Energy. Yeah, Roxy's a hit. Now we know that's a hit because we looked at the top 10 cards there. I think we got us a hit there. Let me see what Roxy's going for. We're looking on TCG Player. I remember she was in the list. So there we go. What is Roxy Performance there? Hold on 1 second. She was listed like number 5, wasn't it? There we go. Roxy's Performance. It was a $60 card at one point. It's dropped down right now to about $25. Oh, last pack, Matt. There you go, Adam. There's Adam. Somebody knows. So there we go. We got we'll sleeve Roxy up there. We know that's a hit. I was going to say, because I looked up, like I said, right before we started. I looked up on, I got TCG Player pulled up just to see, because I just don't know a lot about Pokemon stuff. So I figured the last pack Magic kicked in. Awesome. So we got a nice little hit there with Roxy's Performance. Very cool. All right, I will move these over here. We'll go back through all these later. Let me get set up here. I got a lid. now, I'm going to put over here. Okay, and I'm going to use that to set my stuff over out of the way. I'm trying to keep my drink away from the cards in case I hit something. Okay. All right, what are we doing? Are we going to save these collector boosters until we open the Hobbit collector boosters, or are we going to go for all the other Hobbit stuff first? So you want to go ahead and open 3 collector boosters from Marvel, because the rest of the stuff is all Hobbit. This is all I've got left out of the old superheroes stuff. We're looking for the soul. So I say we save this for next to last until we open the Hobbit collector's booster. So let's do that. Let's wait on that one. I tell you what, let's just start with the scene cards. I know you're going to be able to see all these, this big boxes here. I got the scene cards here first. We'll open these up. We know we got the scene cards in here and a couple of regular booster packs. So let's just start with those, and then we'll come back and we will do the 3 superheroes, Marvel Superheroes collector boosters, and then we'll do the Hobbit collector booster box and try to get that golden Smaug. Okay, so this is first one. We know what we got in here as far as the scene. This is the Treasures of Smaug. I'll tell you what, let's do that one in a second. Hold on. Let's do the Hobbit. Let's do the Crack the Plates first. Let's do that one first. Just because, so we got the guaranteed foil. I'm saying now I got to say foil, right? We're back in Magic World. So I just got one of everything here for the stream. So here we go. Let me open this up. And you guys won't be able to see all this, obviously. I'll just get the packs out. It does come with a very cool little, like a scene card there. That's the actual poster. We got our packs themselves that come out of here. Let's get those out. And then the box, there we go. Let's put that back in there. Let's get the cards out. There we go. And we're going to have our 3 boosters. And then here is our scene cards themselves. So let me get all this put back together. So, yeah, I'm really excited about this set. It's really good so far as the cards themselves for playability. I do already know that for sure. And I'm collecting the Lord of the Rings set that came out back in, 2021, whatever that was. So I'm collecting that whole entire set. We got about 90% of it, I would say. But I'm definitely collecting all the Hobbit stuff too. So all these extras, all this will be on the eBay store. And I have like 400 cards listed there now. A lot of bulk stuff as well, but these will all go up there. So these are going to be the scene cards first. So let's pull these out. We know what we're getting. We get these are just some of the art cards there. These are just the actual art cards. So this makes the whole scene. So you get all those. So, but now let's pull out the actual cards. And then we'll open. We got so many play boosters in every box. So here are the actual scene cards. So you have, and let me get my fucking glass. I hate this shit being old, man. I hate being old, man. So because I can't see the chat and this. So Feely and Keely, Joyous, Gandalf Party Guest, and of course they go, beside there. So you could put those together for the poster. Thorin, King of Durin's Folk. I believe that goes right there. So you would put these together like this. Bilbo, Fellow Conspirator. He would go down here. Bag and Banquet. And see, there we go. There's the focus. And that's got all the food. And then Ori Plate Stacker. Oops, I dropped that one. There you go. Ori Plate Stacker in the foil. And that would complete the scene when you put it together like so. So that's pretty cool. There's the scene cards. Be very careful with those. And this will all end up in my binder here for the set there. And then 3, I'll tell you what, let's just wait. Let's just get the other one out for the the Smaug scene, and then we'll just do all the boosters at the same time. So let's do that first. So this will be exactly the same thing, just the Smaug scene. Let me get the cards out here. And I'll just put all this back. Big old box for not a lot of stuff is pretty typical. Oh, there, that goes in there like that. Okay. Alrighty. Yes, sir, Ryan. I had an eBay store many moons ago, and I just reopened it not too long ago. I sell cards. And renamed it SmokeScreen TCG. So here's the other pack. So now we got 6 total from this, and we have about 45 more. So let's get the art cards out. So yes, it's in the link is in the description. It's SmokeScreen TCG. I just used as usual. So here's the regular scene. So you see how this works. You got Smaug, the Magnificent, Bilbo the Burglar. There's the actual art cards put together for the poster. So that's very cool that it comes with those two. And I will now pull out the regular, actual playable cards, collectible cards. So yes, sir. I have an eBay store and mostly Magic stuff. But plus, I have 5,000 Lord of the Rings, and I say Lord of the Rings, the original Lord of the Rings trading card game. I have about 5,000 cards right over here in a huge box I've been going through, and those are on sale there too. So here are the, let me show them first. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead, so get that focused. Long Lost Lances, hollow, or foil. That's very nice. These are pretty. Dragon Cursed Halls. Look at there. That's very nice. And that goes right there. And this is obviously Smaug. Smaug the Impenetrable. Look at there. That's gorgeous borderless foil. That one goes there. Bilbo's Burglaring. Let that focus there. Very nice. Dragon's Desire. Revenge. Revenge. I'll show you revenge. Fucking love Smaug. And then Necklace of Curloin. So there you go. There's the actual borderless foil cards that make the poster. Very cool. And then we have 6 play boosters. So let's start with those. So we got 6 of these, 3 in each box. So now we can get anything in these, by the way. We can get in the collector's boosters, just a very small chance. So it's not very likely, but you can get some good cards in these regular play boosters. Certainly lots of good cards. It's just that, you kind of get spoiled. That's the problem with Magic these days, I think, is with the collector boosters, right? You get spoiled with those. So if you get a regular version of, for example, Smaug, you're like, oh, I want the foil version. I want the Surge foil version, because those are all mostly in the collector's boosters. Now you can get foils in here, but just saying. Okay, here we go. First pack of the night for Magic. If I can get that to focus. Let me just do that. Bring it up here. Smaug's Fury. Well, thief, where are you? All right, Smaug Fury. I can't see. I'm trying to do this without glasses, but I fucking can't see. It's just a fucking blur. All right, here we go. Get that focused again. Okay, Gollum, Silent Slinker. Plunder the Trollshaw. Vow to Erebor. Attercop, Spider. Owain the Brave. Patient Instructor. Thorin's Last Stand. Thranduil's Decree. Stone by Sunlight. There is William and the guys when they turn to stone. Fearsome Goblin Pair. Ooh, Smaug the Wicked Worm. Very nice. I think I already have him. We will definitely, if I have a double, this will be for sale. We'll keep him over there. Dreaded Bat Cloud in the foil. And then our mountain. So Just got an uncommon there in the full slot. So then we got a token in the mountain. So we got Smaug, the first pack. Okay, I'll take Smaug anytime. Let me put actually these poster cards over here out the way. All right, so Smaug the Wicked Worm. We'll put him in a penny sleeve. These are about $20, I think, right now. Let me double check because this changed. Now, there's different versions of this, obviously. So, Smaug the Wicked Worm. Okay, I take that back. This one went down, yeah, because everything's starting to adjust. So it was there. So now it's about, it's just $1 card now. No, I'll take that back. The foil version is still $10. So the regular, okay, this is a regular version. But anyway, anything Smaug, yeah, it went from 24 down to a couple dollars. So there you go. So anyway, we'll keep him over there. That's what I thought. Yeah, the prices are going to be adjusting, so I certainly expected that. All right, let's see what we got here. Next pack here. Make sure that's focused there. Ravaging Warg. I had this fixed here. Hold on a second. Let me lay those. I got to fix this again. I'm sorry. It's just that the, no. And I know that's, try to refocus that, but hold on one second. Let me do this. I'm going to have to move this over because this will not center right. Yeah, it's just, there we go. Okay, now that's much better. That's I just want to fix that for, people are watching and happen to watch on. Why is that covered? Hold on one second there. Yeah, that's just getting on my nerves for. Yeah, I don't know what that line is there. Okay, that's fine. I won't mess with that too much. Yeah, I don't know. There's a on the vertical screen. Okay. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Make sure now that that's kind of centered in both. So that's what I was trying to accomplish there. All right, Ravaging Warg. Plunder the Troll Shaws again. Vow to Erebor. Now, I'm not going to go through and read all the mana and stuff. Coral, Oin the Brave, Little Bear. I love this set because they have this little bear, and they have a regular bear, and then they have a big bear, and then a great big gigantic bear. And these are trample and flash spells. Goblin Mailplate, Warworm Spatula, Gandalf Spark Starter. There's Gandalf. Very nice. Dreaded Bat Cloud. There is the Borderless regular. Iron Hills Blacksmith, the Notary Hobbits, and the Queen of Dale in foil. That's actually a really good card, especially for playability. People are really buying that one. It's one of the top 10 right now. So there is a decent card. That's the foil version. That is Mythic. And then our Forest. So Queen of Dale, we will put her in a penny sleeve. Just to make a little pile over here of like Mythics and stuff that I want to check. All right. Josh, I don't know anything about Magic, but the artworks are awesome. I might have to pick up. No, they're really fucking cool, man. I really love them. It's my favorite card to collect by far. I used to be into so many sports cards when I was younger. I collected sports cards, especially in baseball back in the day. I used to love going to the baseball card shop. But Magic has become my favorite thing to collect because of the artwork and then the different styles, So the borderless versus the foil versus the like surge foil in certain sets like the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Okay, make sure that's focused there. All right, Front Porch Sentries, Enchanted Rivers Grab. Just wait till you see some of these in this collector's booster, though. I'm telling you right now, they're fucking badass. Ori, Keeper of Songs, Coral, Smaug the Great Calamity. I actually played this online. There's Smaug the Great Calamity. This is a really good card, legendary creature dragon. 5 for 5, and also you have a couple different choices. You can become a flyer, or it could do damage to another opponent, I believe. So let me move him over there. Bjorn, so refocus that. There we go. Bjorn, Reluctant Host, Nori, Old Thrush, Thor's Map, Gnashing of Teeth, Mirkwood, Pathmaker, Riddles in the Dark, that's also decent. Wargling in the foil there. Wargling, I played him online as well. Plains in the foil, very nice. And then Enduring Story token. So yeah, these are my favorite, man. I'm telling you, they're cool. Really cool. All right, so let me get that. Oop. All right, there's our token on the back. All right, let's see what we get here. Come on now. We're looking for Arkenstones. We're looking for any kind of Smaug. Dwarven Prisoner, Wargling. Make sure that's focused all right there. Iron Hill Stalwart, Crude Bent Blade, Dwarven Short Sword, Elven King's Harper, Stirrup Trouble, Burn, Tree, and Fern. I really like the names, too. Some are hilarious, too. There's the Large Bear. That's what I was talking about, the Large Bear. Those are really good. Trample. Ravenhill Flock, Gigantic Big Bear. There you go. So look at that. This is spell cannot be countered, hexproof, and haste. Mirkwood Mediator in the foil. And our forest. So no mythic there. All right. But, yeah, Magic is really cool because of the artwork and then the stylings and stuff. So it's really cool. They're my favorite cards to collect. What's surprising, too, is about sports is they went down so much. Like some of the cards I had as a kid, and I have them again now, and they're the same as when I was a kid. All right, here we go. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. This is just getting on my nerves so bad. I got to fix it. Hold on. I'm trying to get this where I can keep this centered for both, and it's just not fucking working. I'll make this a little smaller and move that again. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm done messing with it. There's something going on there. Something wrong with that. All right. Here we go. Now it's centered both. Warg Tactics. Iron Hill Stalwart. Bilbo's Slice. Uneasy Partings. Dwarven Provisions. Dwarven Short Sword. Mirkwood Nurturer. Giant's Boulder. The Chief Warg. Wolf. Dwarven Matic. Troll Negotiations. There's William and Bert. Killy the Resourceful, and Gandalf. Ooh, Gandalf in the foil common. That's the common version. Wandering Wizard, but the foil. And then the land Elven King Halls. And that's what's great about some of these lands, too. They're just badass. Especially the borderless versions. All right, last pack of this particular, of these sets here, these boxes. Well, we got plenty more. A shit ton more, as a matter of fact. Okay. Another Smaug's Fury. Make sure that gets focused there. Smaug Fury. Ravaging Warg. Plunder the Troll Shells. Vow to Erebor. A lot of repeats here. Coral. Giant's Boulder. Nori. Gandalf Wandering Wizard, the regular. Stolen by Sunlight again. Fearsome Goblin Pairing. Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. This is my favorite title. It's so fucking hilarious. Look at this. Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. It reminds me of a John Cena promo in the WWE. Hold on. There we go. You see that title? Old Fat Spider. Cantankerous Keepers, and then Common Ragged Short Spear. Regular Plains. Nothing there. All right. There's the two. That's just two out of all this stuff. That is only the... just the artwork boxes. Okay, draft night. Let's do draft night. Now, this is going to be a lot of lands and then some more regular bundles. So, let me crack this plastic here. I got my scissors to make a cut here because, there we go. Trying to poke it without poking my finger or the box there. So let's do the draft night. Just see what's in here, and then, like I said, we have the bundle. We have the full 30-pack regular play booster. So here's your draft night box. This is 12 play boosters, 1 collector's booster. So there is a collector booster in here too. So I forgot about that. And there it is up top. You can see that right there. They do present this stuff well. If you have a thing for packaging, there's your collector booster. So we have 1 right there. So it means we have 13 total. So you do get 1 collector's booster right there. We'll save that one. And then in here you also get your play boosters. We got lots of those. We got 12 play boosters. And then you have all your lands. Now, I'm not going to open these. These are just all your basic lands. And this is designed for getting it and playing quickly. You can just pull these out, shuffle, basically, and make 2 decks and play with a friend the first night. That's what these are for. So I'm not going to open all those lands. This is just your plains and your mountains and stuff, all 5 colors, all 5 deck colors. So I'll just put those over there. But, of course, we will open the boosters. And we'll save that collector booster. So you do get all this and 1 collector booster right there in a draft night box. So there you go. We will save this one for with the collector booster. And by the way, everything has a box topper. So the regular, the booster boxes have a box topper. So, all right, so here we go. 12 more regular packs. Let's start with these. Put those to the side there. Josh, what were you saying about? I said you said before, save it. Were you talking to me, or did I say what was it? What was I saving? I'm sorry, I missed that. I did not see that till now. Okay, let me just. I'm just going to start throwing the trash behind me here. Okay, let's see if we can get that focused there. There we go. Hobbit Hole Land. Let's move those packs over. Hobbit Hole, Stir Up Trouble, Halls, Keeper of Songs, Oin the Brave, Mirkwood Mediator, Patient Instructor, Snowslope Hunter. Haven't seen that one yet. Sylvan Reveler, Eagle of the Great Shelf, Dane Ironfoot, Dane the King, who will become king. Elven Passage, the regular version. This is a really nice Surgeful card. Key to the Side Door and the foil and Mountain. Nothing huge there. But that's all right. We're going to get some big hits tonight, I'm telling you. Y'all going to see me scream like a little girl when I get that Golden Smaug. It's going for like $50,000. It's less than $500. It's so crazy how they do that. Or if I get it like a Arkenstone or whatever, or the book covers, you'll see all that in the collector boosters. Or we can get them here too. Okay, let's make sure that is, there we go. Addercop. Great Fierce Bee, Long Body Grey Dog. It's actually a good card for the game. Enchanted River's Grasp, Dwarven Short Sword, Dory, Uneasy Partings, Raids into the Valley, Woodland Weave Master. Very nice. Again, I wish, if we hadn't had so many, I'd slow down and really look at these artworks, but they're awesome. Bothersome Noisemaker, Stoned by Sunlight, Through the Forest Gate. That's actually not a bad card either. Thorin's Last Stand in the foil, and that is just common though, and then Island. So just the foil slot, no mythics there. Oh yeah, save. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, Josh. I did ask you that. I shouldn't have known. I did say, do you want me to save those for later? Yeah, we want to save the collector's boosters for last because there's some good. And I'm telling you, those now really again, I'm knock on wood, the collector's boosters with Marvel have not been good for me, but the Hobbits have been really good for everyone I've seen, including the one I opened earlier or last week. All right, here we go. Guardian of the Halls, Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Cop, Giant's Boulder, Mirkwood Mediator, Patient Instructor again, Smaug, the Great Calamity again. Look at that, it's gorgeous. And this is just the regular again, and that's what I mean about getting spoiled. But see, you get 2 different options there, flying or sorcery with this card. So let me put that with the other one right there. Elven King's Harper. Windland Scourge, Bifer. The Mountain King's Return. This is the enchantment. Down the Valley, and then Ravaging Warg in the foil. Iron Hills Land. Alrighty. Lord Kev, did we lose Lord Kev? Did he went silent on us? All right, sorry. There we go. I'm getting it. I swear I'm getting it. Alrighty. All right. Make sure that is focusing again. There we go. Yeah, this is. I gotta get a better camera for this. There we go. Okay. Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Hobbit Hole, Coral. There, a Smaug again. Another Smaug. Exactly the same one. Gonna have a lot of those for sale. Elven King's Harper, Vow to Erebor, Goblin Town Flunkies. Very nice. Gnashing a Teeth. Sound the Trumpet. Ooh, the Black Arrow. That's a nice artifact. That's uncommon, but it is pretty. And the borderless is also very pretty. Cantankerous Keepers. Oh, Thranduil, the Elven King. Now, this is a rare, and if you get him in the book cover foil, it's one of the better ones. So we definitely want to look for the book cover. And we can still get a regular in this one, but they're going to be in the collector's booster. So Thranduil, that's one of the better ones. Very nice. And Nori in the foil. So no, and then just our token. So Thranduil, regular. That is a rare. I'll put him over there with Smaug to check on as well. I don't think, like I said, the other versions are better, but no, you're cool, Cal. Just checking on you. Just checking. Oh, this is going to kill my back. I've been sore all damn day, man. Working, putting shit together around here. All right, here we go. All right. Make sure that focuses. There we go. And let me know if y'all can't see something good, guys. We can go to full screen. Stirrup Trouble, Wargling, Goblins, Erebor, Goblin Town Flunkies again, Plunder, Butterflies, Velvet Wing Butterflies. Pretty card. Ooh, our first borderless, Rage into the Valley. I've seen this one before, so this is a regular. But you can see what I'm saying, the borderless art, so no border. Bjorn's Hospitality, Gandalf Sparkstarter, regular, Iron Hills Blackfoot, Belladonna Took, rare. This is actually a really good card for playability. And then the Last Light of Durin's Day. Oh, that's nice. That's the nice rare version too. Iron Hills Land. This is actually not a bad card. It's very gorgeous in the borderless. This is the full version though, so that's nice. Last Light of Durin's Day. That's of course when you got the moonlight that showed the keyhole. Very cool. I'll keep that one over there. I think I got the regular version of that already, but all right. Oops. I mean to sling cards everywhere. All right. Hold on a second here. These glasses are getting on my damn nerves. I mean, I got to get a better setup for this. Let's see if I can look on there. I got to flip this. Maybe I can do this without glasses. I don't know. Not quite big enough. All right. Probably not. Just wanted to try. Reverend Hal. Make sure that's focused. Okay. Reverend Hal. Wanderers. Well-worn Spatula. Gandalf Wandering Wizard. Magnificent End. There's an instant with Smaug on it. Common. Pinecone Strike. There we go. Confiscate and Be Bother. Elven Rabstearer. Bolg of the North. Dane of the Iron Hills. Head of the Hunt. And Desolation of Smaug Sorcery. And then there is Plunder of Troll Shawls in the foil. And then our Goblin Town Land. See, the lands are even cool. And man, I tell you, playing Magic recently and learning the game is really making me appreciate this more. There's so much thought. I know they've had so many years because it was out in the late 90s. I just never played it. I played Dungeons and Dragons as a kid and all that, but never played Magic. But there's so much thought that goes into these. And it's just such a cool thing. So it's making me appreciate it more as far as collecting. All right, Ravening Warg. Ravening Worm, sorry. Bjorn, there's good old Bjorn again. Bent Blade, Grey Dog, Troll Shawls, Butterflies, Opportunist, Apothecary, Gollum the Abandoned. Okay, there's an uncommon Gollum. Very nice. That's just pretty. Thranduil's Decree. Bard the Bowman. There's our first Bard for the night. Uncommon. Through the Forest Gate rare. So that's not a bad card either. That's a sorcery there as well. And then the Chief Warg and the foil slot uncommon. Very nice foil card there. And Lake Town for our land. Alrighty. All right, we just have 5 more packs to go from the Draft Night box. I cannot open that for some reason. Some of these open so easy, and other ones you have to fight it. Alrighty, let that focus. Here we go. And again, I'll try to. I'm gonna kind of fly through them if we see them until we get ones we hadn't seen. Wanderers, Spatula, Goblin Plate Mill, Warg Tactics. Been playing that card. Opportunist, Apothecary again. Moment of Glory. Oh, I hadn't seen this one yet for the collection. Moment of Glory. Very nice. Smaug's Fury Instant. There you go. There's another Smaug. Smaug's Fury. That is a common. Scrounger. Gloin the Mighty. That's another choice card. Large Bear again. Riddles in the Dark. Very nice. Bowside Wanderers and the common for the full slot in our forest. All right. 4 more on this box. I'm going to have a big pile of trash behind me, man. All right, let's see. Get that focused there. All right, Mirkwood. Nori, Teller of Tales. Gollum, Silent Slinker again. There's Gollum with the fish there. You see that? Gollum. Wood Elves. Opportunist, Apothecary. Glory. Smaug Fury again. Dreaded Bat Cloud. Large Bear again. Stone by Sunlight. Cantankerous. Bjorn. Oh, there's the Bjorn foil. That's the foil version. Very nice. And then our Mountain. So seeing a lot of repeats here, which is not this is, and again, that's going to be pretty. That's pretty common for this set because it's a small set compared to most. So it is a small set. So there's going to be a lot of repeats, especially in these regular boosters as opposed to collectors. So be quite a few repeats. All right, Ravening Warg. Let's see if that focuses there. Hello, can you focus? There we go. And there we go. All right, Ravening Warg. Mirkwood Nurturer. Nori, Teller of Tales. Gollum. Dwarven Provisioner. Stalwart. Gandalf. Rage of the Valley. Old Fat Spider. That's what I love these names. Uncommon. Lake Town Mariners. Okay, we haven't seen that one yet. Uncommon. Lake Town. Eagle's Rescue. Look at there. From the Trees. Uncommon. Hadn't seen that one yet. Dwaylen, the Weapons Master. And Quarrel in the foil slot. Mirkwood for the land. All right, last 2 packs for the Draft Night. As per TMZ, actress Hayden. Who? Damn, who is? Wait a minute, Hayden. That sounds familiar. Panettiere. What is that? Who is that? Who is Hayden Panettiere? Do I know that name? I don't know. That sounds familiar. 36. That's horrible. Whoever. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I'm sure you're typing that right now. All right. I'll come back to that. I'll check your comment. Duskwood Hunter, Well-Worn Spatula, Wargling, Burglar. Okay, Bilbo Baggins Burglar. There's the full Bilbo, common. You guys see that? Dwarven Provisioner, Stalwart, Wandering Wizard, Gloin the Mighty, the Chief Warg, Dane, Most Decrepit Old Bird. There's your double, your sorcery or your flyer, if that will focus. Don't know why. Hello? There we go. Now, if I can get that. There we go. Lonely Mountain Land. Very nice. That's actually a great card for collectability, too. The foil version, obviously, the borderless. Bilbo's Deadly Slice in the foil slot, and then our island. So Lonely Mountain, not a bad card there. Chicken sold all my cards back in the day. I'm still missed a restricted strip mine. Yeah, and I'm just now Chicken. I've been collecting for a while, but I'm just now learning to play. So I've been playing like hell, and we'll be streaming that tomorrow again on Twitch. So I've been playing on the arena. It's very cool. Yeah, I got to find out who is this. Hold on, who is Hayden? Why is that so far behind there? Hold on. Let me check that. Let me just see. Let me just get an idea who this is. Oh shit, her. Okay, yes, I know her. Wow. What happened to her? I didn't really know her name, but yeah, I've seen her 1,000 times. Dies at 36. What the fuck? That's crazy, man. I don't see. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are looking that up. I don't. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, Heroes National. Yeah. That's crazy, man. I just looked at. I didn't realize that was her. I never really knew her name. Why is this not focusing now? There we go. Wood Elves. All right. Wood Elves, Duskwatch, Spatula, Wargling, Magnificent End, Pinecone Strike, Be a Bother, Lookout, Laketown Lookout, Gathering of Darkness. That's the first time we've seen that one. Ravenhill Flock, Thorin Oakenshield. There he is. There's the regular Thorin, uncommon. Chief Warg's Company, borderless. There we go. There's our rare for the pack. And that is a regular, not a foil version. Sometimes I can't tell. Yeah, that's just a regular, so that's very nice. And then Unexpected Party in the foil, the rare. Very nice. So that's a nice card, too. The foil version. And then Elven King's Hall is the land in the foil as well. Yeah, that's sad, man. Did it say why? I didn't look. I didn't see why. All right, so there you go. There is the first. Let me put these over here. Now, again, that's just the draft night box. So, let's open the bundle, and then we'll do the regular booster, and then, of course, get to the collector's brew. Here's the bundle, the Hobbit. You can see the bundle. Now, this is the one that comes with the box and everything. So you get a die in here, you get a box, and you get 9 play boosters, and then you get like the alt art traditional foil, the Misty Mountains Cold. So that's always why I get these, for the just kind of collectability of the box too. So let's open the bundle here. Again, let's see what we got in here, and then we'll open the play boosters there, and then we're down to the last 2. All right, so this will come with these little things here. They come with Live Without Breath, As Cold as Death, Never Thirsty, Ever Drinking, All in Mail, Never Clinking. That's so fucking cool. So this is Gollum and Bilbo. You can see that art there. That's what I mean. The presentability, if you like the packaging of things, is always really good. Now look at this box here. I don't have this zoomed out enough to see it. I can't really control. But you have this is Riddles in the Dark is what this is. This is Bilbo and Gollum in the Lonely Mountain. The Hobbit on top there. And then inside we have our die. Here's our D20, the Hobbit version. There you go. If you like die. Some people collect die. Because every set has a different kind, and they're with their own little logo. I'm trying to get that to focus. Anyway, there we go. There's your die. And then you have your, again, boosters. And then your lands. So there is the play boosters. We'll open those in a second. And you have your 2 packs of lands here. So let me... pick up the box there. Just put that over there. And I'm working on also out here in my loft. I'm working on, so we'll open obviously all these collector boosters obviously in just a second. First, let's open. Now this is just going to be your lands, I believe. But I'm working on like display stuff for all my comics and cards, and not everything, but just like some key ones on the wall, and I got some shelves and stuff. So here's all your lands here. So these are just the lands. I won't really go through all those, but these are some of the ones you can't. I don't think you can get some of these in other packs. You have a lot of your standard stuff here, but these are your lands here that come with and then your kind of like how to play cards basically. So it's kind of it's like I said, it's a starter kit, and these are some of. Get that there. Now these are the foil. These are some of your, look at this. These are the foil lands. So this is what's really cool. So Misty Mountain Cold. What's cool here, the plains, or look at the Hobbit hole. This is the foil version. Look how pretty that is. It's fucking gorgeous. So pretty. Even the lands. So you got, now this is what's great about these. So you got, here's your plains. Now this is the same Hobbit hole. This is the winter. So you got all 4 seasons here. So you got your Hobbit hole, spring and winter, summer and fall. Your plains, your island is, of course, where they escape to in the Eagles, if that'll zoom. There we go. Look how pretty. Swamps and all that, mountains. So these are all really nice. They're pretty. All the foil versions of those. Really nice. So those come with that box as well. I'll just put those back in there for now, and then way I can keep them together. And they come with the little tokens and stuff for when you have enchantments and stuff to your cards. And then we get another. Let's see, this is nine play boosters. All right, so let's open these first. Yeah, that's horrible, man. Did it say why? Did it say what? Did they tell us the cause? I mean, I know doesn't really matter, I guess, but it's horrible. Either way. By the way, if y'all can hear a cat hole out here, she's in heat. She's outside the door meowing at us. All right, here we go. Make sure that's focused. All right. Coral. Smaug the Great Calamity again. Ravaging Warg. Mediator. Magnificent. Opportunist. Short Store. Pursuer. Dane. Lake Town Mariners. The Great Goblin. There's the first Great Goblin. That's actually another great card to play. Master of Lake Town. That's another one that's a good to play. That's also a rare. And then look at it. Getaway Barrel. Rare and the foil. Very nice. That's a good foil version there. Artifact. Getaway Barrel. I'm going to put that there and look it up. I'm curious. I haven't got that one yet in the foil. All right. Very nice. I'll put that over there. All right. Here we go. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's just you just never know, man. You just never know. All right. There we go. All right. Ragged Short... I'll get that in a second, Ryan. I see it. Ragged Short Spear Goblins. Apothecary. Moment of Glory. Addercop. Giant's Boulder. Bjorn. Mountain. Celebrate the Mountain King. We hadn't seen that one yet tonight. That is they're all pretty. Old Fat Spider. Prowler. Inside Information. And that's actually a good card, too. Look at Smaug there. And this is a good card. This is Sorcery. That's a mythic, by the way. If you see the little M there, that is. I know y'all can't see that. I can't see that. That's a good collectible card too. I'm gonna put that over there in the mythic pile. Getaway Barrel, regular, and the Lonely Mountain in the foil. Look at that. Very nice. I'll put that over there too. That's a rare, and then Iron Heels. All right. Yeah, she was so young. Ryan, TMZ says, friend said she had bad back pain last month, and she and her boyfriend flew down south the other day, but no cause of death. Okay. That's odd. That's horrible, man. Bad back pain. Sounds like kidneys. I don't know, man. I don't want to speculate, That's horrible. Anyway, Warg Tactics, Smaug again. Gollum again. Parting's Magnificent End again. Both Side Wonder, Short Sword. Again, Rage into the Valley, another borderless of that same card. Fearsome Goblin Pair. The Mountain King's Return. There we go. Galeon, Elven King's Butler. First time we've seen that one tonight. Uncommon. Desolation of Smaug. Large Bear in the Foil. There we go. And Mirkwood. Oops. Yeah, that's too young, man. That's young. That's still a kid almost. You know, I feel like as an old man. All right. There we go. Let that focus there. All right. Reverent, Confiscate, Lake Town, Ordinary Bear, Goblin, Giant's Boulder, Harper, Reluctant Host, Gnashing, Bowman. Okay, Bard again. Dwarven Mauler. Okay, first time we've seen that card tonight. Glamdring. Ooh, there's a Glamdring. First time we've seen Glamdring tonight. This is the regular version. There is a, of course, borderless and foil and all that stuff. I think I pulled a foil version of the borderless before. I have to check, though. That's a nice card. Rare. And Hobbit Hole and the foil. Plains. Glamdring's not bad. By the way, have you guys seen, I know, Kev, I know you probably have, I don't know if I asked you, we got our first episode out of our reaction to Breaking Bad. That's fun. We recorded another episode last night, so. All right, make sure this is focused. Get focused. There we go. All right, refocus right there. So there we go. Both side, Smaug Fury, Gollum, Plunder, Vow, Giants, Opportunist, Ponies. There's Troop of Ponies. Look how pretty. Look at that art. That looks like My Little Pony. Which, by the way, is another Magic Secret Lair drop. You can collect My Little Pony cards. They have a few of them. And Transformers. Ooh, their first. Now, this is what we're calling the Dragon Showcase. The first one we've got tonight. Bofer. If you see this here, now they have different colors. They have the dragon treatment, the scales around the bottom, around the edge. So that is the border. And so there was a showcase version of that with the Lord of the Rings set. What's cool about this one is when you get a red card, it has the missing scale right here where my finger is. So it's Smaug's missing scale where he gets shot. So that's actually called they call it a showcase or whatever, showcase or dragon treatment, dragon scale treatment. The first one we got tonight of that one, regular version, not foil or anything. I thought that was a cool little touch when they added the red version, or I think maybe red and black, I'm not sure, but gets there's a missing scale there. Ooh, Bilbo Luckware. Now we're getting better. These are a little better than before. Bilbo Luckware is a good card too. Remember when Smaug calls him Luckwearer? Okay, if I can get that to focus again. Probably because that shit's under me. Focus. Oh my God. I can't get the shit to focus. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I don't know what the hell. Bilbo Luckware. Now I'll refocus there. Okay. Great Gilded Boat in the rare. And Gigantic Big Bear. Eagle of the Great Shelf in the foil. And then our mountain. Sorry. I don't know what the hell that was. I thought it was hilarious when you told her that she just couldn't say titties. And about 10 minutes later, you said pussy. No, I was just kidding with her. She... I can't say it on stream. There were some things we did say I did have to clip. I didn't really edit that thing at all. I had to re-edit, though, the show part because YouTube tagged it twice. They tagged it twice, man, and they actually blocked it completely. So, anyway, that's why I had to had to cut up even more and put some sound. All right, Smaug Fury, Warg, Trollshaws, Erebor, Quarrel, Tiller of Tales from Nori, Old Thrush, Duskwitch Hunter, Bumper, Gentle Dreamer, Wenderland Scrounger, the Black Arrow again, Dane's Company, Moment of Glory in foil, and Elven King's Halls. So yeah, it was fun. We did the second episode last night, so I have to edit that. I have to record the show and do the whole thing and put it together. So what I think I'm gonna try to do, Kev, is and anybody who's interested, is I think what I'll do is I'll put I'll try a full unedited version on Patreon. That way, if I think I can get by with uploading that there, where I don't edit anything. I put the whole show, sound and everything there because it's behind a paywall, and I don't know if they have the copyright systems there. I don't think they do. I'm gonna have to look that up to be careful though. I don't want to get banned from there either. But if I can, that's what I'll do, and then I'll just have to do it like I am now on YouTube because YouTube will never let me do that. So anyway, that will be out soon. Great Fears B, Apothecary, Moment of Glory, Wood Elves, that is Focus, I think. Tidings of War, Patient Instructor, Reluctant Host, Stir Up Trouble, Night Howl Pursuer, Gentle Dreamer, Mariners. There we go. Dancing from Dark Till Dawn. This is actually a great hit here. This is a mythic number 231, the showcase version. Look at that. That's very nice. This is actually a pretty big hit there. I'm going to look that up in a second. Addercop and Mountain. Let's see what that is. That's our biggest hit of the night so far, I think, from from what we opened so far. Let me just pull that up. There she is. Let's see. Oops, there we go. Dancing. I'm just curious. From Dark to Dawn. Showcase. That is, yes, near mint is $14, I believe. That's certainly dropped. It was at $32. Now the foil was obviously a little more and all that stuff as well. So that's about 13, 10, anywhere from $8 to $13, depending on if it's foil. So there we go. That's the best hit so far. Again, with the recent prices. I know we knew everything was going to drop, but okay. Last two packs from the bundle box. And then we'll go to our regular play booster, which is 30 packs. And then finally, we'll get to what we're waiting for. All right, here we go. Addercop. Wayne the Brave. I'm having to lean sideways here because this damn camera's in my way. Deadly Slice, Partings, Prowesser, Wargling, Dory, Rage into the Valley, Gandalf Sparkstarter, Dreaded Backcloud again. There's the Borderless, Iron Hills Blacksmith, Thranduil's Company, Gandalf Sparkstarter in the foil, and then Swamp. All right, one more pack for. I got a lot of cards to list. Well, last pack here for the bundle. And got already a pile of trash behind me. All right. Let's get that. There we go. Oin the Brave. Crude. Mirkwood. Dwarven Prisoner. Wargling. Nori. Elven Kings. Old Thrush. Oh, there we go. First time. Nasty Little Rabbit. The Nasty Little Rabbits is... Sound the Trumpets. That's why I like to see his name. The Warg Chief again. Lonely Mountain again. Got him. Ooh, there's Gollum in the foil version of Silent Slinker. And then Mirkwood. All right, so not a great box there. Not a great, lot of big pull. Nothing like, not a lot of mythics there, I should say. So I'm trying to talk, if I can talk. We did get that one there from Dancing. So... there you go. There's our collector, or not collector, but our regular box. And again, we have one collector booster that came with that. So we'll open that last with the regular collector box. But there you go. There is the Hobbit box there. And again, that's the Riddles in the Dark scene. Very cool. So I will put that on my shelf. We're done. We just put that over here out of the way. All right. Okay, now we have the full on Play Booster box, the full 30 packs. Now this has a box topper, and also finally we'll do last the actual collector's booster. This is too fucking expensive. This is just dumb how expensive this is right now. But that also has a box topper. So let's dive into this one first. This will be all the regular play boosters there. Let me crack this seal. Oh, I hear she's letting her dogs out. I was going to say I heard dogs barking. And then Riddick's barking at them. Okay, let me open this seal here. Now, this has a box topper. We'll save that till last. That can be a lot of good things. So the box topper here, and I'm glad they brought back box toppers. So this is the box topper there. Let's pull it off. Always comes with this little card there, secret layer stuff. You can, oh, that lid's in the way. You can check out the secret layer stuff there. And the box topper. We'll save that till that. One single card in there, but that's going to be a good one. Hopefully, there's not really bad ones in there. So we'll save that for last. Put that over there. Let's just pull these out. I would say 30 packs. 30 packs. So, damn, it's getting close to midnight already. We started at 10:15, so we'll try to fly through these. I'm just going to leave this box up here, though, so I can put some cards back in there. And, again, that box topper will save till last 30 fucking packs there. So we'll try to fly through these pretty quick. And put those over there in that pile. Get the box topper there. All right. You love Bomber. It's good to have representation for people like me. Yeah, exactly. Representation. Oh, hell, don't get me started. All right, there we go. Bilbo's, Slice, Partings, Provisioner, Wargling, Stalwart, Spatula, Opportunist, Instructor, Pursuer, Mariners, Iron Hills. Oh, there's the first Balin of the night. I'm over here at Lore Master. Balin Lore Master. That's a rare. Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. That's what I said. I love that fucking title. But that's the way I think about it every time I hear that. Shit. All right, we got lots of packs here. All right, number 1 out of 30. Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. All right. There we go. All right, Apothecary, B, Songs, Tactics, Calamity again, Bjorn, Sharp Trouble, Nori, Gathering, Bolg, Eagles, the Misty Mountains Cold. That is the cool enchantment there. Bjorn's Hospitality in the foil. Not a great pack there, but we're seeing lots of repeats, and so it's not going to be hard to get this set, complete this set, except for the big ones that are going to be like in the collector's boosters. So, but the price is already coming down. So, all right, here we go. Gollum, Partings, Magnificent, Fury again, Ravaging Warg, Boulder, Thorin's Last Stand, and the Borderless, very nice. Iron Hills, there we go, and the Showcase, Dragon Skill. Dreaded Backcloud, Glowing the Mighty. Big hit here. My Precious, not in the foil, but it is My Precious. This is a big hit here, rare. We will look that up here in a second. And then Warg Tactics in the foil. Let's that's just your token down there. Let's look that up and see what that's dropped to. I'm sure it's dropped down. But My Precious, and I think I have a Surge full of that, which is gorgeous. Let me look that up really quick. Hold on one second. Just out of curiosity. Not in a hurry here. My Precious. My Precious. If I can find it. My Precious, that's the regular. There we go. Okay, so it's dropped down to regular is anywhere from a couple dollars to up to $5, $3 or $4 for foil. So it has dropped. That was really when it came out of the gate. It was a pretty big card. But again, anything that's is foil or showcase or especially Surge foil, which will be in the collector's boosters, is a big hit. So there we go. Not too bad. Okay. My Precious. Where are you? I am fire. I am death. I fucking love Smaug. Sorry, I have to do my Smaug impressions. All right, here we go. Front Porch Sentries, Enchanter River, Moment of Glory, Wood Elves. Let me slide over a little bit here. I'm having to lean over because this fucking camera's in my way. Goblin Town, Flunkies, Short Sword, Hobbit Hole, Goblin Plate Mail, Pursuer, Iron Hills. Oh, that's Dane. I mean, Bomber. There's your Bomber there. There's Lord Kev. I'm going to start saying Lord Kev. Azog, and then Dwarven Matic in the foil. I'm going to start calling that card Lord Kev, since he's represented in Middle Earth there. All right. Look at that. Focused. All right, here we go. Warg, Trollshaws, Erebor, Quarrel, Smaug, Fury, Crude Blade, Dog again. Rage. We keep getting that same Rage. I swear these packs are repeated. Master Counselors, Thorin Oak. Now, there we go. There's the uncommon Thorin in the borderless. You can see that's pretty. Thorin Oaken Shield. Okay. Very nice. I'll put that over there. Troop of Ponies, Settle the Records, Crude, Bent Blade in the foil. There we go. So there we're starting to see some borderless and stuff. Still lots of packs to go. And obviously the collector's stuff as well. All right, there we go. Get focused there. Okay, Front Porch Sentries, River's Grasp, Moment of Glory, Wood Elves, Flunkies, Little Bear, Spatula, Opportunist, Great Shelf, Eagles, Mirkwood, Teeth, Bejeweled Warg, Dwarven Short Sword. Okay, there's that's the regular Iron Heels. I was going to say for a second I thought that was the other sword. There's several swords like Goblin Cleaver and all that. Those are really big hits too. So hopefully we'll see some of those. Careful. All right, let me get a drink here. All right. Okay, let's get that focused. Come on now. There we go. Stony voiced goblins. There goes Rail Girl Bilbo Baggins Burglar, Lake Town, Guardian, Ragged Short Spear, Little Bear, Plate Mail, Snow Slope Hunter, Weave Master, Woodland Leave Master, pretty art. Down to Goblin Town. I think that's the first enchantment of that we've seen. Dwaylen. There is Tom, Bert, and William. I think we have him in the foil and surge foil is actually a good card. There's your 3 trolls before they turn to stone. And then Dane in the foil uncommon. I share the love of food, of naps with him, so I'll take no offense to that. No, I do too. That's me, dude. That is me for sure. All right. Now, we're getting down to, I don't know what we got. We still got tons of packs. All right, here we go. Lake Town, Ordinary Bear, Flunkies, Bee, Apothecary, Harper, Old Thrush, Wandering Wizard, Trumpets, Chief Warg, Medic, My Precious, again. My Precious. I'll put that over there. Stir Up Trouble in the foil, and then Swamp. All righty. Next. We're still looking for, by the way, the One Ring is reprinted as well from the Lord of the Rings set. We're looking for like I said, any of the Elven cards, Dwarven language cards, all that stuff too. Magnificent End, Tactics, Stalwart, Deadly Slice, Partings, Instructor, Last Stand, Mariners, Scourger, Black Arrow, Weapons Master, and Ravaging Warg, Mirkwood. So nothing there. But again, for me, I mean, I'm going to, I think I already have a lot of them just off of a few boxes because it's not a huge set. It's only 200-something cards, I believe, plus all the different treatments. But that's why we're seeing a lot of repeats already. But the rest of them I will put up on eBay, even the commons and stuff. So Lakeshore, Mona Glory, Attercop, Smaugs, the Calamity, Gollum, Bjorn, Bomber. Oh, there's Lord Kev again. We got Lord Kev just under the tree, fucking sleeping. Black Arrow, Balg, Wizard Stab. Believe it or not, this is a rare. This is a good pull here. This is the #1 selling card out of this set right now for players, not for collectability necessarily, but for players. It's an artifact. It's really good in play. So, oh shit, we got an Arkenstone. There we go. There's our first mythic, and then the Great V in foil. Our first mythic out of this box, I think. Oh, we got an Arkenstone. Now that's the regular version. We'll put that in the penny sleeve there immediately. This is so pretty. Look at that. So pretty. Arkenstone. This one is also centered very well. But anyway, we have the borderless of that. Of course, you have the full versions and all that. But yeah, here we go. Let's see what that's dropped to. Arkenstone. Let's check that. We definitely want a foil version of that. Let me check. Arkenstone. There we go. These glasses are making me sick looking through them far away. The Arkenstone. Now, this is not the borderless. Okay, 1685. And that's just this version. This is not the borderless or anything. This is this version. So that's the TCG player price right now, the market price. Looks like the actual sales are ranging anywhere from 12 to 16, something like that. So that has definitely dropped, but that's still just the regular version. This is the regular bordered version. So there you go. Probably our biggest hit so far, I would say. I'm trying to think. No, dancing. Probably a little bigger. Yeah, probably our biggest hit of the night, actually. Yeah, for sure. For this so far. Again, we got lots to go, and we haven't even touched the collector stuff. So there we go. Arkenstone, the big hit there. Very nice, very nice. We need more of those. That's what we need. I want the any Dwarven language card will do. They have a couple versions of that. I'll bet tell you what they are if we see them. Obviously, I can't actually read them, but I know what they say. Anyway. All right, here we go. We'll make sure that is... Or if even when I get down to the homestead, you'll have to keep an eye on me. I might just find me a nice tree and pull up a bomb. Yeah, no, there's plenty of trees to do that too. You'll probably have chickens all on top of your head. Iron Hills, Blade, Long Lake Nuisance, Garrison. Okay, first time we've seen Esgareth Garrison. War Tactics, oops. Pinecone Strike, Dory, Rage, Mountain King's Return, Ravenhill, Ilian. Oh, there we go. I was just talking about this. This is a big hit, mythic. Big hit here. Orcust Goblin Cleaver. Very nice. And then nasty little rabbit in the foil. Let's go ahead and put that down in the swamp. There we go. Now we're getting into some cards. This Orcust Goblin Cleaver, legendary artifact. Let's put that in there. Very nice hit there. Now, I got to see what that is. Just because I have not actually, I don't think I've actually gotten that card yet. Let me see what that is. Orcust Goblin Cleaver. Okay, $16 for the regular version. There we go. 2 big hits in a row. This is not even, like I said, the borderless is... The dragon treatment is $21.99. The showcase surge full is $100. So right there is just a $16 card just in the bordered alone. Very nice. Now we're getting some better cards. It's like we got all the bad ones out from the other boxes. Now we're getting some decent cards here. Very nice, very nice. All right. Thank you, Josh. We'll add that one to the collection for sure. Okay, is that focused there? Okay. Reverend Howl, Confiscate, Butterflies, Bear, Tidings, Harper, Tails, Nori, Old Thrush, Misty Mountains Raider, Gollum the Abandoned, Elven Raft Steerer. Ooh, a Zog in the Showcase Dragon Scale treatment. Very nice. That's a rare, and then Confiscate in foil. So that's just a rare there, but very nice. Very cool. All right. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 20 packs. We still got about 18 packs here before we get to the final collector stuff. All right, here we go. Mediator, Garrison, Wanderers, Rabbit Hole, Loin, Mirkwood, Nurture, Iron Hills. Ooh, Thranduil, Sindarin Liege, and the Dragon Showcase there. Look at that. You got the green or the blue. That's awesome. That's an uncommon, though. It looks good, though. So, very nice. Thranduil. Gloin the Mighty, Along the Crooked Way. So, we're finally getting some different stuff here. Very nice. That's a rare. And then Uncover the Moon Letters, a rare as well. 2 rares. And no mythics, but 2 rares, a double rare in that one. Uncover the Moon Letters, also a good card as well. Pretty, pretty art. Very nice. All right. Nah, Kev, yeah, you'd have a bunch of fucking ducks quacking at you and chickens and all kinds of shit. All right. My back's breaking here. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'll have to lean over a little bit more. Make sure that is... There we go. Reverent Howl, Confiscate, Butterflies, Ordinary Bear, Gandalf, Hunter, Dory, Bearer of Friends. That's a new Dory. Winterland. Oh, Gathering of Darkness. First time we've seen that tonight, uncommon. Eagle's Rescue, Moonletter again, and Quarrel. And then Lake Town for the land. These open so easy compared to the other ones for some reason. Maybe I've just learned. Oh, right off the top, we got the border. That is the Gollum Slinker. Let me put that. Make sure that's all right. Partings, Magnificent End, both sides. Smaug's Fury, Ganabed Opportunist, Destructor, Hospitality. Snow Slope, down to Goblin Town, Ravanian Rampager. I think that's the first time we've seen that one. That's a wolf creature, rare. And then Mythic, Gleaming Splendor. This is the big bad boy here. Ooh, we got a Gleaming Splendor. Now I know that's dropped off here. I have this one. If you get that in Surge Full, you're talking about $1,000 card, dude. But this is. Let's see what this is. Ooh. Smaug the Gleaming Splendor. The Surge Full book cover is what I was trying to say, but let's see what the reg one is just to see. Gleaming, because I do have that, not the Surge, the regular book cover. No, I mean the non-foil book cover, Gleaming Splendor. I know this is dropped, but let's see what this is. I'm curious. Okay, yes. So the book cover version, which I have in there, is still $65 or $67 to $68. This version right here, $32 still. So that's after it's dropped in half. So Gleaming Splendor, Smaug. Let's let that focus. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. And he's just holding the Arkenstone, looks like to me. Enchantment. This is very pretty. A little bit. Pretty well centered. It's a little bit top heavy, but not bad. But I got another one of these, so that will go up on the eBay store. One of those will for sure. Very nice. Good pull there. That's now that and the Arkenstone. And then we got Goblin Cleaver. Sweet. All right, here we go. All right, let that focus again. Here we go. Plunder, Vow to Erebor, Quarrel, Brave, Blade, Mediator, Hunter, Valley, Thor's Map, Stolen by Sunlight, Fearsome Goblin Pair, Bjorn the Fierce. So there's Bjorn, the mythic Bjorn. That's a good hit too. This is Trample, legendary creature, Shapeshifter Warrior. First time we've got Bjorn in bear form there. So that's a good one. Ori, Keeper of Songs in the foil. So let me put that one. There's another mythic. So now we're getting some pretty decent cards here that we have not seen all night. So that's good. Hopefully we're leading up to, we're saving all our mana, pun intended, for the collector's booster. That's what we want. We want the big hits. We want the big hits, man. All right. Very nice. All right. Let's see. Moment of Glory. What else? War, goblins, burglar, host, stir up trouble, tales, Gollum the Abandoned, Misty Mountains, troll negotiations, the Sackville Bagginses. That's the first Sackville Bagginses we've seen tonight. Rare. Dory, Bear Friends, and the Foil and the Island. Alrighty. Okay, I think we got about 13 packs left out of this box here. Something like that. Okay, let's see here. All right. Warg, Troll Shells, Erebor, Quarrel, Brave, Friends, Grey Dog, Last Stand, Melodic Rider, Weave Master. Oh, Fat Spider Can't See Me. That title, man. Keeley, Gollum the Abandoned, and Foil. Very nice. It's uncommon, but it's a very nice card. I love the look of the card, and then Forest. So no mythics there, but we'll take it. And like I said, anything that's not in the set that I already have, any doubles or whatever, I'm going to be putting on the eBay store, and I'll probably start listing those hopefully tomorrow, but I got a lot of shit to do. I got to edit that reaction. Stony Voice Goblins, Bilbo, Lookout, Holes, Spear, Short Sword, Little Bear, Spatula, Bard, Dwarven Mauler, Nasty Little Rabbit, Warg, ooh, Bard, King of Dale, Mythic, oh, there we go. And then our land, there we go. There's another Mythic there. This is the foil version. I don't know what he's worth right now. I don't think I've had him before, but very nice. Look at that. That's pretty, pretty. There we go. The foil version. The new King of Dale. Bard the Bowman becomes the king. Very nice. That's pretty. Put that over there in the good stack. Santa needs to play the villain in Old Man Spidey storyline. He needs to say that line. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know why I think of him. I never really watched a lot of wrestling during those years. Of course, I knew who John Cena was, but I know that was his old character, right? And just, I don't know what it is, but the first time I read that, old fat spider can't see me, I just pictured him saying it. I don't know why. So now it's stuck in my head. So now it's in your head. So, all right, here we go. Great Fierce Bee. I got to lean over a little bit because my back is breaking. Apothecary, Songs, Tactics, Calamity. Make sure I'm over here where you can see I'm moving. Boulder, Rage, Bofer, Bilbo, Luckwearer. Very nice. That's still a cool card. He's going invisible as he puts on the ring. Gandalf, Sparkstarter. Thranduil. There we go. The Leads card. We got that before, but in a different version. Misty Mountains Cold. Great ugly looking goblin in the foil. Very nice. And then Goblin Town in foil. All right. Well, this box, I got to say, was better than the first one I opened. Because we got, an Arkenstone. Well, we got a couple good cards, but we got a few good hits there. So, anyway, about, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 9. This is 10 packs, including the one in my hand, left in this box. And then we got the Collector's Booster. All right. Dwarven Provisioner, Wargling, Strike, Howl, Bebother, Mail, Nurturer, Short Sword, Rider, Thranduil's Decree, Bjorn, the Notary Hobbits, another good card for play, I believe. Rare, Tidings of War, and Goblin Town. Nothing big there. Tidings of War is just a common, but it is the foil. All right. 9 more, then we're going to collectors. And we do have a box topper. Don't let me forget to open that. All right, get that there. Bilbo, Butterflies, Halls, Spear, Goblins, Dog, Hunter, Trouble. Old fat spider can't see me. Sorry, Reffler. Toymaker, Lake Town Toymaker. First time I've seen that one tonight. Stone Giant of the High Pass. First time I've seen that one tonight. That's usually a pretty common one. Goblin Plate Mail and Elven King's Halls. All righty. Oh, got a lot of shit to clean up when we're done here. Okay, get that focused there. There we go. Adder Cup. And Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Parting's Provisioner, Wargling, Boulder, Stand. Ooh, Bilbo Luckware in the showcase. The showcase Dragon Treatment, Uncommon. Bilbo Luckware. I'll put that over there and see what that is. I'm not really sure now. Gandalf Spark Starter, Dreaded Back Cloud, Along the Crooked Way. Oh, there we go. And we got Sting in the foil, Bilbo's Sword. Legendary Artifact. That is a rare, though. Not mythic, but it's a good card. Look how pretty. Sting. I don't know what that light orb is reflecting off of that, but there we go. A Sting. Very nice. We were just talking about the swords not too long ago. We finally got 2 of them. Goblin Cleaver and Sting. Some artifacts there. Hopefully that box topper is a fucking Surge Full 1 ring. All right. There we go. Crude. Bent Blade. Nuisance. Garrison. Tactics. Strike. Dog. Hunter. Wizard. Prowler. Noisemaker. Large Bear. Elven Passage in the rare. Okay, that's a good card, but it's not the full version, but it's very nice. And then Lake Town Lookout in the full. So that's a good... Elven Passage is a great card, too. All right. Down to the last 6, or I think 5 left after this. All right, yep. And then we have the collector stuff. Okay. Focus again. There we go. Quarrel, Smaug, Ravaging Ward, Mirkwood, Wonders, Magnificent End, Thrush Valley, Toymaker, Burn Tree and Fern, Large Bear, Roads Go Ever On in the rare, and then Stony Voiced Goblins in the foil. Nothing major there, but the Roads is a pretty good card too. And like I said, I'm playing a couple Hobbit cards on the arena, but not all of them yet. So I do know a couple of these now from playing. I've since we streamed on Thursday there, Kev, I've dabbled in other decks and kind of modified some starter decks and started. I hadn't created my own from scratch yet, but I have ranked up and played some decent games. All right, Confiscate, Look Out. What else? Flunkies, Sentries, Opportunists, Host, Harper, Trumpets, Pathmaker, Mauler, Supper for Spiders. First time we've seen that one tonight. Rare, Mirkwood, Mediator, and Common, and an Iron Heel. So, Supper for Spiders in the rare. All right, last 4 of this box. That was 30 packs pretty quick. It's just now 12:15. So we got some time for the collector's booster. All right. Get that in there. Again, Quarrel. I feel like we open that every time. Smaug. Wars, Mediator, Magnificent End, Nurturer, Short Sword, Burn Tree and Fern. Celebrate the Mountain King. Okay, that's the first time we got that one tonight. Celebrate the Mountain King. Hold on, look at that. Why is it not focusing again? There we go. Celebrate the Mountain King. That's the first time I've seen that card. Keys to the Side Door, Bulk's Company, and again another Roads rare. And then they're in our regular foil land there. And I'm putting these back in this box, some of these cards, just to keep them until I go through them and organize them and put them in the right place. And then I have to take pictures and list the whole thing. But some go in my binder, which I have to start all that too. All right, here are last 3. Smaug Fury, Slinker, Trollshaws, Erebor, Ettercup, Brave, Boulder, Thorin's Last Stand, Borderless, Flock, Mountain King's Return, Butler, Thranduil's Company in the regular, but that is the rare Borderless. Very nice. See how pretty that is. And then Dwarven Provisioner in the foil. All right. Got a rare Borderless out of that one. I'll need that for the collection, I believe. I don't know if I have that one in. Alrighty. All right, last 2 of the regular packs. All right. Okay, make sure that focuses there. Okay, Enchanted River's Grasp, Ori, Ordinary Bear, Tidings of War, Bee, Hobbit Hole, I said Rabbit Hole, Goblin, Little Bear, Warg, Dwarven, Troll Negotiations, uncommon. Rare is the last Light of Durin's Day in the regular. That's very nice. Just a rare version of that. Oin and the foil. Very nice. All right, and then the last pack, the last regular pack, and then we got Collector's Booster. I don't want to, you know, that's what I mean. Like, these are great cards, but you still always look forward to the Collector's Boosters more, you know. That's the only thing I don't like about Magic. All right, is that focusing? No, we got some weird light thing going on with that spot. All right, there we go. Both sides. Fury, Slinker, Troll, Erebor, Tails, Wizard, Thorin, Oakenshield, Troop of Ponies, Guardian, Through the Forest Gate, rare. Very nice. Stone Giant, rare. Ooh, Belladonna Took in the rare foil showcase. Very nice. And then Forest in the foil as well. That's a nice card. I don't know if Belladonna... I know it's a good card for play. I don't know about the... I think it was pretty common. It's just a rare, not mythic. But in the foil showcase Dragon Scale version... And we still haven't seen a red one where you have the missing scale either. So I'll look that up too. Very nice. We'll put that in a good pile. All righty. Box topper time. All right, and then I'm going to go take a leak. But first, let's open this box topper. All right. So this can be anything. Usually they're pretty damn good. It could be a foil. It could be a one ring. It could be a surge foil. It's not going to be a shitty card. So let's open this up. Really excited. First box topper. It's just one single card, so I'm going to be extremely... Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut the end, not the card, because I want to be careful. And now my thumb's stuck in the scissors. Okay. Let's get that open. Did I even cut it? I probably... There he goes. I did. There we go. I got it. All right, so we're going to open it this way so we see the back of it. One single card. I'm trying to be careful, but it will not cooperate. Here we go. The box topper. One single card. Whew, what can it be? Give me a Surge Foil One Ring. Or I'll take an Arkenstone in Surge. Or I'll take a Elven Language. Ooh, okay. Andriel, Narsil Reforged. Andriel, yes, in the Mythic Foil. Look at that. I told you they can't be bad. This is not a bad card at all. Mythic and the foil. Let's see what that is now. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's obviously some huge hit anymore or nothing like that. But let's see. Anduril. Narsil Reforged. This is the borderless foil. Okay, so it's dropped down. So it is the $13 range. Near mint foil is about... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. $30 range. I said 13. Well, no. The market price is showing still $30. Some of the sales, though, have dropped down to around the $13, $15 range, somewhere in there. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to go higher on eBay. But, yeah, very nice. I don't think I have that one. So that will be mine, I believe. So very nice pull there for the box topper. All right, well, there we go. That does it for the regular play booster. Let me close this up and keep those safe. And what we will do next is we'll go to the 3 Marvel packs, and then we'll open the 13, the lucky number 13 collector boosters. So let me put this back here. Actually, I don't know where to put it, because I got some loose cards over here. Let me go to the restroom really quick. So let me just put this here so if somebody walks in here, they can see what we're doing. And let me put that back there. So let me take a leak. So give me 1 second here. Let me play this awesome music for you. And just go for a I won't even change the screen. Just leave it there for you. So hold on one second. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Hey, really quick, guys, let me go take Riddick out really fast. I completely forgot. I didn't do that before we started, but let me go take him out real fast. So give me about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll be back, and then we'll do the collector stuff. So I'll just leave it on here. If somebody pops in here and asks where the hell I'm at, just tell them I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Hold on one second. Give me like 3 to 5 minutes. Be right back. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Apologize. He was just whining. I could hear him. And then Jan texted me, said he's whining pretty bad. So I have to carry him out, unfortunately. But anyway, let's see. Get back up here. Enduriel. So that was a good pull there. So let's see. I got lots of cards. Got lots of singles now. All right, so we have the 13 Hobbit packs. But first, let's open the last of the Marvel superheroes. I'm still looking for some cards in here. I'm going to collect a handful of the cards in here. The foil comic book covers. I'm looking for any of those. I do have a couple. I think I have Doom that I'm keeping, which I opened before, and one other one I can't remember. So any of those, and of course any version I'll take of the Mind Stone. Of course, if I got the big chase card, which is the what do they call it? Not the mythic, the cosmic Mind Stone would be, a $100,000 card. I'll take that too. So, before we finish off the Hobbit, let's do 3 Marvel Superheroes Collector's Boosters. All right, here we go. Sorry, let me start that fucking music. So, okay. All right, is everybody here and ready? I know we had 5 people watching. These are still hard to open, apparently. There we go. I got it. All right, so collector's boosters are always way cooler. I have a huge fucking mess behind me. All right, so a big switch here to Marvel, but the collector's boosters will be pretty. And there's no surge foil in the Marvel set, the Marvel superhero set. No surge, but regular foil. Everything will be foil. Restorative Technique. Make sure that's focused. Bold Biochemist. Undercover Skrull. Shuri. Titania. Crossover Collaboration. Spider-Gwen Free Spirit. That's the common. Very nice. All foils are pretty. And Lanian Skirmisher. Abomination, Terrifying Titan. I've had him before. Sold him on eBay. There is the Borderless, uncommon. Your island, and here we go. Here's the good. That's what's great about the collector's packs. After the land is the good stuff. Here we go. Tony Stark. Ooh, we got Tony Stark. Oh my God. The first pack. Hold on. Let's come back to that in a second. Hold on. Let's just finish that off. Gift of Immortality rare. Very nice. Avengers Disassemble, rare. And then Heroic Intervention, mythic. Holy hell. That's a great card, too. There's a bunch of versions of that, too. And then Agent Phil Coulson, rare. We got a lot of good cards there, but God, and Galactus Token. But look at that. We got Tony Stark. And then these are the double-sided Iron Man, the Invincible Iron Man. Holy shit. I've been wanting that one. I have Peter Parker Spider-Man from the Spider-Man set, and I wanted this one. In the foil, too, obviously. So look at there. Tony Stark, the first pack. And then the other side is the Invincible Iron Man, Mythic number 80. Can you guys see that there? And then Tony Stark on this side. All right. Very nice. Very nice. And then, the other cards are great. I don't want to overshadow that, but Heroic Intervention, Agent Phil, and then Gift of Immortality. All rares there, so good stuff. Let me look that up. I just got to see. I got to see what that is now. That's been a while, so let's see now how that's changed. So Tony Stark, and I guess it's just Tony Stark. Yeah, and the other side is the Invincible Iron Man. Okay, well, that is the foil version. So this has dropped way down. I still want this card. $9. It was up at like 20. Yeah, I was going to say. So it was up at like 19, 20 bucks. And it's been fluctuating anywhere from 8 to 9 to 4 to 5. So near mint. These are regular, though. It doesn't say foil. What's the foil version? Yeah, that's just near mint. Hold on now. We got to have a foil version. Let me put this in here. Tony Stark foil. I don't see any foil version of that. It's got to be... Okay, well, that's the right card, but that just says near mint. I don't see any foil versions there. Near mint. So the regular is about $9. What is the foil? It's got to be... I'm assuming that's what that is. It doesn't say foil, though. Anyway, I'm not sure. Let's look on... Yeah, that's the right one, but it's number 80. It's not showing the foil, though. Hold on a second. Let me go to the last one here. Okay, yeah, there you go. Near mint foil. Those are in the last. Those are still 20, 19, 17, 18. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. So those are still for sale on TCG Player at that price. So there we go. That's what I thought. Very, very nice. Okay. All right, nice hit there. Let me keep that separate, obviously, from... I'll put it up there. All right, very, very cool. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, those double-sided, and I have the Peter Parker Spider-Man, too. But we're looking for comic book covers. That's what we want. I mean, that's what I want. But I want that one too. Like I said, I'm not collecting every card in this set or nothing like that. Just a few of them because I like Marvel. But all right, here we go. That's in Volcanic Villain, Wakandan Drone Flock, Projected Deathlock Soldier, Spider-Woman Secret Agent. Very nice. Uncommon. Iron Fist Living Weapon. Inspired Fire. That's a Johnny Blaze there. Doc Ock's Henchman. Machine Man X51. The Thing, Ben Grimm, and the Borderless foil. Look at that. Pretty. Very nice. Forest, and here we go. Black Widow, Deadly Hunter, and the rare. Very nice. What do we have? Vibranium Strike Gauntlets, rare. And Iron Man Futurist Paragon and the Borderless as well. I've had that one before. That's the regular non-foil. And then Fiery Emancipation in the Mythic. There we go. That's a good one. And then Super Adaptoid in the rare. So there's the biggest hit, I believe, for that one, if that will focus. Fiery Emancipation. There we go. And the Borderless. Very nice. Another Iron Man, too. That's a good card, but not as good as the one we just pulled. So very, very nice there. We got some good stuff there. I'll list that stuff on the eBay store. Anybody wants me to shoot me a message. But, yeah, Tony Stark will take all day. All right, last Marvel Superheroes pack. And then we go back to the Hobbit for the collectors. All righty. Let's get a comic book foil out of this. Let's get a comic book cover out of this. Hold on, let me straighten up here for my back breaks. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Let's get a comic book cover here. Make sure that is focused. Okay, Fisk Tower, Gorilla, Ariel Doombot, Kid Loki, White Widow, Free Agent, City Pigeon, that's a reprint from Spider-Man, Songbird, Sonic Screamer, Blur of Heroism, Hulk Smash in the foil, very nice, borderless foil, Hulk Smash, Swamp. All right, here we go. Ironheart, Clever Champion, rare, okay. Skull Clamp, rare. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Those are the cool. They got these treatments with their names back there. This is not the full version, though. So, but very cool. And then 3 Steps Ahead in the foil. That is your mythic for the pack. And Cloak and Dagger Entwined, rare. So there's your mythic 3 Steps Ahead, the comic treatment. They have these comic sale versions. They're very cool. Borderless, that's your mythic there. So very nice. Very, very nice. I'll look those up later. All right, so there's your Marvel pack. A couple good cards in there. Definitely got the Tony Stark big hit there for the Marvel set. Very nice. The double-sided with Invincible Iron Man. Love that card. That'll be going, I think, in my personal collection. But now, what we've all been waiting for, it's already 12:41, so we've been going in a long time. We've been streaming for now, what do we start at, 10:15? 2.5 hours almost, so we're good. But anyway, we got 13 collector boosters for the Hobbit here and 1 box topper. So let's start with this single, and we will get done. I got a huge pile of trash behind me, by the way, I had to walk through. So very cool. No comic book covers. I wish I had one in here to show you guys, but it's just basically exactly what I'm saying. It's a comic book cover and the size of a card, the classic ones. So like the old school classic comic covers are really cool. Got the 12-cent price on it, you know, all that stuff. I cannot open this. Hold on. All right, let's move into back into Hobbit world here to Tolkien, and let's get some good collector booster packs here. All right, here's the single pack we got in the draft night. Oops. Art card on the back there. All right, here we go. And I'm upside down. So these, again, most will be foil. A couple slots won't be in the back. Don't have to be. But most of these will be. So Ragged Short Spear. Little Bear. Butterflies. Slinker. Burglar. Steerer. Pathmaker, Misty Mountain Raider. There's our Troop of Ponies. Okay, that's pretty nice. Borderless Foil, Troop of Ponies. You saw the other version, that how cute it was, and now it's like a darker version. So there you go. All right, right behind the mountain. Here we go. Ooh, I feel like there's going to be something good. Mountain. Along the Crooked Way, rare. Philly the Pathfinder, rare. The Eagles Are Coming, borderless. Head of the Hunt, Creature Wolf, rare. And the Last Light of Durin's Day. This is in the Surge foil, I believe. Yep, it is Surge. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And that's just the Arkenstone art cards. That's not the Arkenstone. If you see the Surge foil here, I have to turn this a certain way. This is badass. See how that Surge, there you go. You see that Surge foil? There you go. The Last Light of Durin's Day. Now, there you go. This is the missing scale. If you guys can see that, there's the Surge. If I pull it closer, you see that Surge full treatment? That is badass. So that is a good hit there for sure. Last Light of Durin's Day. And anything a Surge full is always better than, that's just so badass, man, in the Surge. You can see that now. But you have to turn a certain angle. Look how pretty that is. And the Surge. Awesome fucking pull there. We'll come back to that as well. So very nice. And then we got the Arkenstone art card. All right. Okay. That is the first pack. Actually, let me move these Marvel cards over here. And then start piling those over there. Okay, so good first pack. I'll take any Surge. So here, let's break the seal. And remember, we have a box topper in here too. So let me not cut myself over here. Okay, there we go. And my thumb is stuck. 12 packs in these boxes as we get them back under the camera here. Even the box itself is badass, obviously, in the foil. Look at that. Pretty. I love the little angled boxes. So you have the little angles here. You pull it out like this. You have your box topper. That was bent around, not the card though. It was just kind of bent down. There's your topper. So we'll save that for last. And then here's your 12 packs. Boom. All right, awesome. So we got some big cards we can get in here. I'm telling you, man, I don't want to be disappointed. You always will be if you don't get the giant one. You know, of course, the big chase. But to pull that golden Smaug, I'm telling you right now, if I pull that golden Smaug, I will not be going to work tomorrow. I'll be celebrating because that card would pay off a lot of debt. It's only there's 500 of those in existence apparently. Anyway, here we go. 12 collectors boosters. We got number 1 with a good surge foil as well. We'll come back at the very end of this and compare all these cards. Let's see what we got here. Number 1 for the pack, for the box. Okay, be careful with these. Feels heavy. I don't know. Could be the One Ring back there or an Arkenstone. Hopefully, we'll definitely see. Now, I will say before I do this, in every box opening I've watched on YouTube, because people are opening these very early, the Ambassador program, which is just a bunch of people they send out box stuff early to, even before pre-release. They was opening these. And the one I opened, we also had 4 book covers, and every box has been averaging 3 to 4 to sometimes 5 book cover cards, which is the other treatment. So that's what we're looking for too. Book covers, any kind of Dwarven language cards, any kind of Surge Full like we just got, and then the Arkenstone, Mox Amber, which is an old reprint from a Magic set, but it's in this time it's in a treasure of and Smaug stuff. So we're looking for that one too. All right, here we go. Stir Up Trouble, Iron Hills, Bebother, Wanderers, Goblin Town, Starter, Elven Wrath Steerer, Desolation Prowler. Let me move that over there. Thranduil, Elven Liege. This is a regular foil. I thought it was Surge. Sometimes in Surge, oh, it is. See, if I don't turn it a certain way, you can't see that. That's a great hit there. That's uncommon, but it's Surge Full. You see that there? There you go. If I turn it a certain way, you can see. It's hard to tell sometimes. I'm going to put that before we even look into this. But, yeah, if you can see, there you go. Now you can see it. See that Surge Foil? That is fucking, there you go. I'll tell you, if I look at it at a certain angle, you can't even see it. And then once you see it, you can't unsee it. So that's a good one just because of the Surge. All right, here we go. That's not even, and that's just uncommon. Okay, here we go. Island, Radagast, very good. Dwaylen, and Settle the Wreckage. And, oh, Sauron the Lidless Eye. And regular, Mythic, Horror Avatar. And then we got Warg's Company in the foil. We got a Sauron Lidless Eye there. Now, that's not the full version. And that's what I mean. That slot right there, that Mythic could be anything, but that is very nice. So anything Sauron or the Dark Lord they have as well. It's also a reprint. And this Lidless Eye. This is a Mythic Legendary Creature Avatar Horror. Very nice. Centered very well, too. A little bottom heavy. There you go. We got a Sauron. All right. So far, so good. I'll just pile all those together. Alrighty, come on now. Let's get some book covers going. Let's get some Elvish language cards. All right, get that focused there. Mirkwood, Sentries, Instructor, Last Stand, Wargling, Chief Warg, Side Door, Old Fat Spider, Gnashing, Forest. Here we go. Head of the Hunt, Through the Forest Gate. Bilbo, Fellow Conspirator. That's that card we just got out of the art case box, but that's the non-full version. Bard, Heir of Gurloin. Or, I'm sorry, Girion. Mythic 101. Oh, here we go. The Lord of the Eagles and foil. There's the Surge. I'm sorry, Surge. Holy shit. You see, I couldn't see it. I have to turn it a certain way. The camera's pretty easy to see. But there you go. That's what I mean by the book covers. Look at that. Lord of the Eagles. Now, that's one of the lesser ones, but because it's Surge, that's a higher card now. So there we go. There's a book cover. You see how it's like an old, worn book cover? That's so badass, man. We got a Surge full book cover. Second pack. Very, very nice there. Let me see what that is right now. Really quick. Those are pretty. Those are pretty. That's what I was talking about. Okay, let me close that Pokemon thing I had open. Let's see here. Lord of the Eagles. Surge foil. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, did I not just type that? See, the surge foil makes all the difference. Borderless Surge. $35.82. That went down from about $87, and then right now the market price is around $35. So everything's about dropped in half, which I expected. After a few days of pack pulls and rips and stuff on YouTube, and the market starts getting flooded, it dropped from $87 to right at $100. It was probably at $100 at some point. Yeah, 97 to $38. So there you go. Surge Full Lord of the Eagles. Very nice. Good start. Good start. All right, next. We'll take that all day. So there's our first one. Let's see how many we get. And again, we'll take any of the big hits here. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Let me get that focused there. Okay. All right. Bilbo, Nurture, Glory, Howl, Apothecary, Weave Master, Goblin, great ugly looking Goblin, Sound the Trumpets, great ugly looking Goblin, and the Surge Full, exactly the same card, those two. That was sandwiched. You see what I'm talking about. The regular and then the showcase version. And then, and see, now I'm checking for Surge all the time. Mountain. All right, here we go. Bilbo, Thief in the Night. That is a huge card. This is actually a big hit. Mythic. Beat Thief in the Night. I'll come back to that. Gigantic Big Bear, Dwaylen, and the Notary Hobbits, and the... Oh, we got a Mount Doom Mythic. I was going to say Notary Hobbits is a really good pull, too, in the showcase. But look at there. We get a Mount Doom. Oh, it's a Surge foil, too. Holy shit. We got... It's so hard. When I first look at this, I cannot see the Surge in person. But then when I turn it this way, all of a sudden it pops. Mount Doom and the Surge. Holy shit. Now, I wonder what that is. Legendary Land. By the way, Bilbo is awesome, too, by the way. That's a regular foil for sure, I believe. That's a good hit too. But Mount Doom, let me put Bilbo in a we got two mythics that pack there. So Bilbo, Mount Doom, and the Surge. So let me look that up. We'll take our time a little bit here with these, because I know the market's changed a lot on these. Mount Doom. Oops. I'm trying to get around this microphone and everything. Mount Doom. Borderless Surge foil. Now the borderless is, well, that's the regular. Let me see if I can type in Mount Doom Surge. There we go. There we go. $40. $40. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So the Surge Full itself makes it $40 right now. That is so badass. I mean, and that's just a legendary land, but it's a mythic. You know, it's not like a land card. But look at that Surge though. That makes it so badass. There's so many gorgeous cards in this set, man. I'm telling you. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep pulling those. I'll take Surge all day. I'm just seeing the difference. I'm telling you, this is. I really do think after seeing all the pack. Oh, sorry, I'm bumping the camera. After seeing all the pack openings myself, and then opening myself, and then seeing the pack openings on YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. I really think they've increased a little bit. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I really think they've increased the drop rate on some of these, if you want to call it that. Okay, let's get that focused. Iron Hills, Bebother, Wonders, Magnificent, Mirkwood, Eagle, Hunter, Black Arrow, Gloin the Mighty. There's your Smaug missing scale, borderless foil. Plains. All right, here we go. Keeley, Great Goblin, Bejeweled Warg, Pardon Friendship. Two back to back, one foil, one non-foil. Holy shit. Never seen that, like literally the same card. All right, not great there, but not going to complain. I know we got some good ones. We got a couple. I mean, lots of good cards to get the potential here. Let's hope. Let's hope. Give me some good juju. That's what Jan's so good at opening cards. When she opens cards, she gets all the hits. I'm telling you, man. Okay, next pack here. Get that focus. Magnificent End. Spear. Little Bear. Butterflies. Slinker. Stone by Sunlight. Down to Goblin Town. Iron Hills Blacksmith. Gandalf Sparkstarter. And the Borderless this time. There is very nice. All right, here we go. Elven Passage. Thranduil, the Elven King. Very good rare card. Very good card. That's a good pull there. I'll put that. Glamdring Foehammer. There's Glamdring in the borderless this time. We saw the other one earlier, but this is not the foil version. Very nice. Belladonna Took. We got her in Surge, I believe, right? My Precious in the foil. There, we were talking about that earlier, and there it is. And the Showcase foil. Holy shit. Very nice. My Precious. So, very, very nice. I'm keep checking because I swear half the time I don't see the Surge, but that is not Surge. You can see that by now, but very nice. My Precious and Glamdring and Thranduil. So I'll put those in there. I know those have dropped some as well, but that's okay. Let me just go ahead and put those in penny sleeves. For very nice, My Precious in the Showcase foil. Very cool, very cool. All right. So far, so good. $70-$80 worth so far. Yeah, and look, a lot of these other ones too are still a few dollars each. You know, I'm just not going to look all those up, but anything foil is always, most of the time, I would say 99% of the time better, even like the other card, regular stuff, but not a lot of difference, but a lot of big hits in this, I'm telling you. And it's what's great about it. It's a small set, and there's still lots of big hits, so you have, I think there's a little bit higher pull rate. All right, let's focus that. We'll move that up so it's not getting the focus off there. All right, here we go. Stony Voice Goblins, Guardian of the Halls, Flunkies, Provisioner, Thorin's Last Stand, Liege, Mirkwood, Bard the Bowman, Misty Mountains. Here we go. Danes. Gollum, Riddle Master, Mythic. Holy shit. Very nice. We got the Riddle Master Mythic version. Look at that art, though. Badass. Sweet. Wizard Staff, Borderless. Take that, too. Fateful. Oh, that's a big one. Wizard Staff and the foil right after that. And a sandwich. Hold on. I can't see. Is that Surge? No, just regular. And then Dwarf Token. So Wizard Staff is a good rare. We got the sandwich there, but look at this. Fateful Discovery is a mythic. Now, that's a dragon treatment showcase, but not foil, unfortunately. But Fateful Discovery, nevertheless. That's a pretty good hit there. Pretty sure that's a big hit. I don't know. I would say probably $20, $30 card, I'm assuming. I won't look that one up for now. But and then Wizard Staff's a good playable card, too. Just rare, though. All right. Half the box is done. 6 packs to go. Half the box is done. Back is killing me. We can make it. All right, let's get some more book covers. Let's get some Dwarven language cards. They have some very nice cards. We want a 1 ring. We'll take a 1 ring for sure. We'll definitely take any kind of Smaug, especially Gleaming Splendor, and definitely the Golden Smaug. We got that boy. Woo, low. All right, here we go. Focused, Spear, Bear, Sentries, Instructor, Stand, Decree, Thorin Oakenshield, Thrower's Map, Bofer, and the Dragon. Here we go. Swamp. Riddles in the Dark, very nice, rare. Very nice. Down in the Valley. Ori, Plate Stacker. Arwen, Weaver of Hope in the Mythic. Oh my God, I really wish that was foil. That's a big, big card. Arwen, Weaver of Hope. Looky there. Orcless Goblin Cleaver. And that is the showcase. But it's not Surge, is it? And I double checked because, dude, I'm telling you, I've missed that so many times. It is not. But Orcust Goblin Cleaver in the showcase dragon treatment. There we go. In the foil version. Awesome. And in Arwen, I know that's a pretty big card in the foil version, but I'm sure it is Mythic Arwen. Very nice. I'll take that. 2 Mythics in a pack. Yes. All right. Last 5. Last 5. Doing good so far. Doing good. So we'll go back through those really fast before we get out of here too. But let's get a big one. Let's get some big ones. All right. All right. Patient Instructor. Thorin's Last Stand. Centuries, Mediator, Friends, Dreamer. There. Oh, I'm sorry. Lord Kev, look, and the foil. Look at that. Bomber. Lord Kev in the foil. Matic, Mirkwood, Large Bear. And here we go. Decrepit Old Bird. Supper for Spiders. Dane's Company. Come on, come on. Dragon Cursed Halls. We just got that in the regular, on the foil version. We got that in the art box. Last Light of Durin's Day again in regular foil this time, and then the art card. Yeah, and I'll always double check. Yeah, that's this time the regular. So, all right, very nice. Okay, 4 more. Okay, there we go. All right. Good vibes, good vibes. Get that focus there. Wargling, Nuisance, Friends, Tactics, Town, Bilbo Luckwearer, Celebrate the Mountain King, Dreaded Backcloud, Bilbo Luckwearer, and the Dragon Scale. Island. All right, here we go. Big hitters, big hitters. Great Gilded Boat. Bard's Company. Great Gilded Boat. Borderless. Okay, sandwich there. Grima. Saruman's Footman. Okay, we hadn't seen him at all. That's a mythic. Borderless. Very nice. Dwaylen and Army. Not great there. The Grima I have not seen yet. I know that's a good hit there. But non-foil version of Grima. Worm Tongue. Very nice. All right. Last 3. And then we got the box topper. And then a fucking mess to clean up. All right. Here we go. Focus. Bjorn. Smaug Fury. Grasp. Spatula. Sword. Liege. North. Iron Hills. Iron Hills Blacksmith. All right, here we go. We're at the swamp. Desert Wereworm. Have not got that one yet. Rare. Smaug the Wicked Worm in foil. Any Smaug is awesome. We will take him. Looky there. Book cover. Smaug the Wicked Worm. Exactly the same card. There's your book cover. This is not a foil. But there you go. What I was talking about, though. Look how worn out it is. That's so cool. So these are the exact same card, just that treatment. Very cool. 2 Smaugs back to back. Dane. Ooh, Gollum Riddlemaster in the foil. Holy shit, we got 2 in the Surge foil. I take that back. Gollum Riddlemaster in the Surge. Hold on, I don't know what that glare is all of a sudden. Look at the Surge. There you go. Now you can see it surging. Book cover Gollum. Holy shit, man. I'll have to look that up. The Surge foil version. Holy hell, man. Look at that. We're getting lots of good Surges. 2 in the same pack. Smaug. Let me put him in as well. And then Gollum back to back. Book covers there. Look at those. Just look at that. Same pack. Man, and a Surge full as well. Holy shit. And let me put regular Smaug here. And there we go. We got a good stack of hits here. Those are nice. Look, that back-to-back. But really, I've got the Wicked Worm already, so I'll definitely list that one for sale. But I have not got a Surge full Gollum, so this is very cool to see. Let me take that back out. That blue is just so gorgeous, man. Look at that. And then the surgeon, when I turn it, see it surgeon. There we go. And then the edges look worn out. It's just so badass. Let's see what that is. Because I know that, again, they've all dropped for sure. But let's just see. Let's see. Gollum. Riddlemaster. Riddlemaster Surge foil. Here we go. Oh shit, that's still $105. That dropped from like 180 to 110. $110. So it's still over $100 card. Right there is the biggest hit of the night. Right there. Holy shit. Gollum Surge foil. Damn. Biggest hit of the night there. Holy shit. 2 packs left. Fucking hell, man. All right, we could just top this off with like 1 ring. We'll take a Smaug Gleaming Splendor Surge full book cover. Give me a fucking Arkenstone Surge. Give me that Golden Smaug especially. And I'll take a Dwarvish Language card. That was very cool. Very cool pack. Very good pack. All right, here we go. Last 2. All right, get that focus there. Warg Tactics. Long Lake Nuisance. Wargling. Opportunist. Iron Hills. Bolg. Ravenhill. Abandoned. Night Pursuer. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good Mojo. Glamdring. Foehammer. Nice. We got the, this is the foil version. Rare. Roads go ever on. Stone Giant High Pass. My precious. Again, we've got 3 of these now. That's the regular. Thranduil's Company and the foil boardless. All right. Last fucking pack. And then box topper. All right. Come on now. Can we get that last pack magic? Can we get that last pack gleaming golden Smaug $30,000, $40,000 card? Can I ever get the luck to pull something like that ever? Do I ever have that luck? No. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Is there a chance? So you're saying there's a chance? Yes, there is. Okay, here we go. Last pack magic. Let's go. Make sure that is focused there. Bilbo Slice. Opportunist. Wizard. Tales of Nori. Ori. Eagle of the Great Shelf. Hunter. Luckwearer. Bilbo. That's foil. Troop of Ponies. There's the other version we talked about. All right, here we go. Big cards. It's heavy. It's heavy. I feel the 1 ring or something. Sackville Bagginses. Orcust Goblin Cleaver again, regular foil. Long Lost Lances. Oh, I see a book cover. Golden Splendor Smaug. It's the regular, no foil, but there we go. The Gleaming Splendor. Oh, oh shit. We got Dwarven language. Fucking Dwarvish Warrior. That's what this is. In the Dwarven language. Oh shit. Last Pack Magic. Look at this. Holy shit. That's not a surge. I don't think these come in surge. But we got the fucking foil version. Look at that. Dwarven language, Dwarven warrior is what that says. You cannot read the rest of it. I have no idea. Fucking hell. That's got to be the biggest hit of the night. I'm sure of it. I'll look that up. Holy shit. And the Gleaming Splendor Smaug. I do have this. Exactly. I didn't get the foil. I was hoping. See, that's what I mean. This is a great fucking card, but you always want the surge foil, the regular foil. This is the regular version, but look at that. How gorgeous. That is my favorite in the surge foil version, obviously. But two of those. But the big hit there is Dwarven language. And we got it in. We got another Goblin Cleaver in there. I mean, we got great cards. But look at that. Holy shit. I'm telling you, dude, Josh, Last Pack Magic for real. And we got the box topper. Before we do that, though, I mean, look at that, though. These are badass. Now, my favorite one is the incantation on the door. Forgot the name of what they're calling it, but it's the mark on the door that Gandalf leaves for the dwarves to find Bilbo's place. Let me find what this is. I believe this is called Dwarven Warrior. Dwarven Warrior. Dwarvish. Wow, Dwarvish language. I believe it's the warrior. Yes, okay. Dwarven Warrior Borderless. Really? Okay, that's dropped way down. $25. I thought that would be like way up there. It was $256, $300. Wow, that's dropped. Foil right now, the market price. Okay, $58 is the average, but it's kind of dropped a lot. It looks like it's going way down from a $300 sale price. Hold on, let me go check the end. This is not the foil I'm seeing. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Foil, $250. Near mint foils are $300, $400 on. So they're going for different prices. I don't know what the actual sale price will be. Let me check eBay. Just see what they're going for. That's got to be the biggest hit, right? That's got to be of the night. I believe it's Dwarvish language warrior. I think it's the warrior. Foil. Make sure I put foil in there. There we go. Okay, they are $100 listed on eBay for $100. Let me check the sold. $180 foil. I always check if there's anything sold. That's what I want to see. Sold items. There we go. Let's see what they're selling for. The last one sold was yesterday for $80 in foil. Now, was it a... Let me see it here. I can't see the picture. I can't tell if it's in bad shape or anything. Yeah, so they're selling for anywhere from $105 to $35, but I can't tell. No, those are regular. No. So yeah, $70 to $100 something dollars. Okay, so that's probably that's probably still fairly valid. There you go. Last Pack Magic. On top of that. So now we have the box topper. Last one of the night. Nothing else left. We have opened a shit ton of cards. All right, let's top this off with a one fucking ring, or I don't know. I don't think that the I don't think that you can get in the box topper the gold Smaug. But there we go. Here we go. Last card of the night. Let's take a drink before we pop that one. All right. Put a little magic on there. This is a little top heavy here. All right, here we go. Give me the Surge for a 1 ring. I'll take that for 100, Alex. Bang! Reprieve. Okay. It's still a good card. Don't get me wrong. Reprieve is a great card. This is a reprint from the Lord of the Rings set. It is actually foil, obviously. Mythic number 17. But it is not the card we were looking for. Not the droids we were looking for, but I will take that all day, too. Very nice. We've got a good stack of cards here. No doubt about it. Let me put some back in here. I got to go through all these, but I'm going to show you guys really quick before we get out of here. I know it's late. I know it's 1 o'clock, which is crazy. We streamed for a while, which is normal for our, House of the Dragon streams, but I know nobody's here for cards much, but let me show you what I'm just calling the good stack. They're all great cards, but let me show you the good stack really quick. I'll just put those back to help me clean up a little bit. Okay, so before we had the Andriel Narsil Reforged, and again, that is the foil. We had Belladonna Took. We had Sting in the foil. Bilbo Luckwearer. That was the regular. We have Bard King of Dale. Bjorn the Fierce Mythic. Gleaming Splendor. Now, these are all from the other packs, so still got some good cards out of the regular booster box. Gleaming Splendor Smaug. Orcust Goblin Cleaver. The Arkenstone, of course, the regular version of the Arkenstone. My Precious, of course, we got a couple of those. Thorin, My Precious again, so we got a couple of those. Dancing from Dark to Dawn. Lonely Mountain. Inside Information, which is awesome. Getaway Barrel, Lonely Mountain again. Through the Forest Gate. Last Light of Durin's Day. These are all the regular versions. Thranduil. This is Legolas's father, Elven King. Smaug the Great Calamity, a couple of those, and then Queen of Dale in the regular version, then Smaug the Wicked Worm. So there's what we got out of the better cards, I would say, out of the regular play boosters. But here's what we got. Here's our stack of really good cards, the best pulls. Obviously, we just got Reprieve, Box Topper. That's the hit of the night there, I think. We'll put up that. Gleaming Splendor Smaug. Not the foil. Gollum, though, we did get the Surge. The Surge full Gollum. That's fucking awesome. $100 card. Smaug the Wicked Worm. Book cover. The Smaug foil version. Grima. Arwen, Weaver of Hope. I know that's like a $50 card, the foil at least. Orcust, Goblin Cleaver, and the Showcase Dragon Skill treatment. Fateful Discovery, big pull there. That's the regular version. Gollum, Riddle Master Mythic. I didn't even put that in a thing. I was overexcited about something else, probably. Put Gollum in there. My Precious, we got a couple of those, and that is the foil version there. Badass. Thranduil, Elven King, and the foil that time. Glamdring, Mount Doom, and the Surge, which is just so fucking badass. Look at that. There you go. Bilbo, Thief and Knight. Lord of the Eagles in the regular foil. No, Surge again. I can't see it again until I turn it. Surge for Lord of the Eagles. So we got two book covers, Surges. Sauron, the Lidless Eye. Non-foil. And then Thranduil, that's the book or showcase. And then the Last Light of Durin's Day in the Surge as well. So those are the big cards, and I think the biggest hit, again, is this bad boy, the Elvis. I'm just happy to pull one because most of the time I don't have the luck to pull any kind of the big hits. And this is the worst one, by the way. There's like 3 of these, but to pull it in foil is just cool for me because I don't ever pull like surge foils and stuff, you know. So to get 3 or 4 surge foils in here, especially a book cover Gollum in surge foil, and then this Dwarven Language Warrior is fucking badass. So anyway, there you go, guys. We did it. We've pulled a pretty good stack of cards there. Very nice. I'm very happy with that. I'll take that all day long. Of course, you always want the bigger ones. You always want the, you know, the golden smile to pay off all my debt, you know, would be awesome. you know, you're never going to find that one. It's just not going to happen. But there we go. We had a chance, and we pulled some good ones, though. So I'll take it all day. So I know this has been a long stream. We're going 3 hours, so we got to cut this off. I know people got to sleep. If anybody's hanging out here, we're right at 3 hours, so I got to get out of here too. But anyway, I appreciate you hanging out, guys. I know this is not our usual content on SmokeScreen, so if you're watching this after the fact, I appreciate you tuning in as well. We will have the second episode of the Breaking Bad reaction series coming out maybe tomorrow. Again, it will be for members only for a while, and will be on Patreon for a while, the unedited version there. I'm going to try that, and then it will go public in a week or so, or whatever. We're going to get it like a week ahead for that. So be sure if you like that type of thing. Those are going to be fun, by the way. We're really liking the show so far, and, reaction videos are just fun to do because I've never seen the shit. So, we've had fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Y'all have a great night. I know there's a lot of lurkers in there too, so welcome in if you're new here. We're going to do more of these. I'll do some shorts and stuff. I've done a few shorts and a couple live streams opening these cards. We'll do some more of this stuff for sure. But yeah, in the link of this video, if you do buy or collect or play Magic, Lord of the Rings stuff, especially any kind of Magic the Gathering stuff, especially the later sets like Marvel Superheroes, Spider-Man, obviously the Hobbit. I'll have a bunch of those coming out as well on the eBay store. You can go there and check it out and get stuff through eBay there. So that's all in the link in the description below. If you want to get these cards, I left some links in there as well. Some of them are expensive, some of the boxes for sure. But right now, I think that will go down. But there's just so many good hits right now. It's gonna slowly go down. I think the collector's boxes, but then eventually they will be back up over $1,000. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's just going to be. So anyway, enjoyed it, you guys. I appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow on Twitch with Magic the Gathering, playing the game. So we'll definitely be back tomorrow night on Twitch for that. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.